change her, but she turned them down. She want a big ass black ass sailor. Mess with a light skin girl. I'm in love with a light skin girl. Have a talk. Mess with a light skin girl. I'm in love with all I miss with a have a talk. Yes, I'll buy you a stove. Yes, I'm a refrigerator. Don't care about you haters. Check out you looking stupid. Got a nigga looking crazy. I already knew you were shady. Streaming content is lazy. When a bitch jump on a panel, it get too hot to handle. Superman come to the rescue. A nigga knows that it is true. Sipping hard, oh my god, you make a form animal, right? A motherfucking fantastic fraud. A motherfucking fantastic fraud. Motherfucking fantastic fraud. A motherfucking fantastic fraud. All I mess with is light skin girl. I'm in love with a light skin girl. Have a talk. All I mess with is light skin girl. I'm in love with all I mess with a have a talk.
Have they proven themselves to be anything worthy of deserving your attention?
Some of them, yeah. I mean, is Jessica on stage dancing naked?
Well, are you talking about, wait, are you talking about strictly for Jessica, or are you talking about for the stream overall and the chicks that are on the panel?
Oh, no, I'm talking about strictly for Jessica. I see like so I stepped away for a bit, and then I came back, and next thing I know, several brothers are talking about Lily being and begging for a camera and shit like that. So no, I'm talking about that portion.
Alright, well, hold on, we'll cancel that and put a pause on that one, brother. The main thing is back in the ring. So, hey.
Okay, so
excuse us for using our brain and being critical of a situation that we have some suspicion of.
okay, so D-Jarrell, let me ask you this, right? You're saying that they're blindly supporting me, right? No matter what I do, they're still supporting me. So what have I done that is so wrong that they should have, turned their back on me, or however you want to put it? What have I done that's so wrong?
First of all, I don't care what.
So how can you say they're blindly supporting me, but at the same time you can't say what I've done?
Can I finish the sentence? You just
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. You just complained of me interrupting you. Why are you doing the same to me?
Go ahead.
Did you just complain of us interrupting you?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
So don't get involved in the same behavior that you claim that we were doing to you.
Okay, go on then, go ahead.
That's hypocrisy. So what I'm saying is this. I'm going to tell you the things that you did that were wrong. Number one, that BS you did with Super Slide, that was wrong. That was enough in itself. Now, and then other things that whenever you talked about American women in the manner in which you talked about black females, okay, I think that was wrong. Number one, you've never been here. You've never interacted, as far as I know, with to.
She might be American. We don't know.
In the continental American, the United States, you've never been here. You have no right to criticize Black Americans or American culture. That's just like me doing content on Black British citizens, and I've never came into contact with them. And I know very little just based on what I see on social media and on YouTube and other platforms. So yes, I have issues with that. Just like, and not only do I have issues with you with that, I also have issues with Babatunde doing the same shit that I had to debate on him about the same thing. You have no right to criticize or talk about the content on Black Americans, and you don't even have legitimate legitimate contact with them. And then I got criticized for saying stuff about women of women of other countries. And then the first thing that came up, D. Darrell, where's your passport? Okay, well, Baba Tunde, where's your passport to the United States? Jessica X, where's your passport to the United States? Oh, I don't have one. But all of a sudden, the rules are different for D. Darrell and Black Americans.
I like it, but I reached a point of pleasure that I shut down. I would never.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, my whole thing is like it takes too long to, like you said, get there. From
I don't believe that, when guys say that, I just think you just haven't had it done correctly.
Yeah. No, I have had it done.
Jessica. Oh, Jessica trying to get them. Jessica trying to get them subs up.
Jessica, I'm not saying that it never happens. I have had it done correctly, so I know it's possible. I'm just saying it's rare. It's rare that it happens.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, same.
And I know don't get on camera. Yeah.
It all seems correct until you have someone do it better, and that becomes the new standard of correct.
Well, Jessica, have you slapped anybody yet?
No.
All right then, goddamn it. Same here.
You know what I hate? You know what I hate, guys? I hate. What the fuck?
No,
that's fine.
No, I don't.
That's to tell her so she can fucking be able to swallow it and not lick it off. Now you gotta tell her.
No, man. That's just like for me. Like, I don't even. The head shit don't even work. But like for me, like that's like a requirement, man. That's some great. That's the one thing. That's the one thing that I got from porn is like a godsend. Like that shit is a hey. So what?
Let's celebrate all the dark-skinned ladies, all my dark-skinned queens. Oh, yeah. Give me something like love, wisdom. Give me something like that, baby. Give me something like Atlanta Angel. More like Kendra Day. Give me something like Faith, baby. Give me something like Elise. Give me something like Crystal. Let's learn about Crystal. Give me something like Bayou Bunny. More like Concrete Rose. Give me something like Sister George. More like Custom B. Give me something like Tasha K. Layla Lynn. Oh yeah. Give me something like King Gunda Girls. Give me something like Rashida, baby. More like Rashida, baby. Give me something like Rashida, baby. More like Rashida, baby. Give me something like Rashida, baby. More like Rashida, baby. Oh, like Rashida, baby. Rashida, baby. My dark-skinned queen.
Welcome, everybody. This is Coach D. Darrell Spears here once again. Gonna talk about these Negroes in the Manosphere. I'm back in this goddamn space again, talking shit, ready to expose these Negroes because they frankly don't understand building. They don't understand organization. They don't understand how to be men. Now, before I get started on the ass, I want to say shout out to some people in the chat. Shout out to my queen, Dr. Nikki Proctor Walden, for being here. Shout out to Dr. Nikki in the house with her cute self. Shout out to Faith. What's up to Damn My Opinion up in here? She didn't change her name. the faith factor up in here. Her name was also mentioned in this song that they tried to drag me for because I was giving reverence to dark-skinned black women. Shout out to Chaos Reign in the house. I got the link, brother. If you want to come up, you can come up. Faith, if you like to come up. We are going to talk about these Negroes in this space. What I'm seeing is all of these niggas are just disjointed. They all over the place. They don't know where to go. They have no direction. They just this is grown 30, 40-year-old men. This is not kids. I'm talking about grown ass men who need to get out. They need to get out. The only thing I can say is these niggas need to get out. They need to smell the roses. The only thing I can say is they need to smell the roses. They need to experience life. You know, get off the internet. So this person that you all see, Mr. Simtastic, has ended his 3-year situationship with a woman that lived way in London, England. They broke up last night. Oh, poor things broke up. She straight up told him, I don't want you to mention my name. I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want to have nothing about this. Leave me alone. This Negro that you see on the screen, Pepe the Frog, a.k.a. Mr. Simtastic, shout out to Danica, was the man who made this girl as popular as she was in this sector. See, y'all think Just Pearly was some shit. Y'all think Just Pearly was some shit. See, the precursor to Just Pearly was a see, they went from the mammies of the sector that would take on all of their talking points to going to the biracial girl from England, then from the biracial woman from England to they said, you ain't white enough. We need the real pasty white looking ugly white girl. That's who they wanted all along. All along. That was their goal. See, Jessica X wasn't white enough. Jessica X was not white enough. He wasn't white enough. No, they wanted a white woman. Jessica X was 50%. No, they want 100%. And then they want a white woman who don't even think slavery existed. A dumbass white woman who said slavery wasn't that bad. Didn't Alex Haley say he wanted a myth that we can live by? And these niggas sat there and listened to that ignorant shit from a 26-year-old little girl. And you got grown ass niggas in the Manosphere, 40s, 50s, and some in their 60s, aka BGS, old ass in his mid 60s, are sitting there listening to this ignorant. And this is why I do not debate. This is why I cannot have an intellectual conversation. You cannot have an intellectual conversation with fools. You cannot have an intellectual conversation with people who don't read and who don't respect the fundamentals of learning, the fundamentals of rationality, the fundamentals of just having just proper discourse. They just don't understand. BMT say, yo, yes, BMT, Pepe, Pepe crying because his little British biracial queen left him. She left him. Yes, Pepe, man. I feel bad for Pepe. All of those years of simping. I'm talking. Matter of fact, Jessica X was one of the reasons me and Fantastic gotten to the beef that we had in 2020. Jessica X was one of the reasons because there were multiple times that I was on panels, and when I was talking to Jessica X, just like what you all heard in the song, this nigga come to the rescue. Like I said, Superman come to the rescue. Faith Factor say, white thing, you make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. What's up, Jalen? Jalen in the house. Man, Mr. Simptastic, like, it's over, man. I feel bad for Mr. Simp because he put this nigga took so many L's, man. This nigga took so many L's. And he came back 6-7 months ago, and he coming back to take even more L's. And I'm gonna show you all because this nigga was on AM1 channel. I'm gonna do a little review of the videos, how these niggas don't know how to organize, these niggas don't know how to build. These niggas really think, these guys really think, they really think in their heart that they can build something influential off of YouTube, something they don't even own. I want people to understand this when they think YouTube, when they look at YouTube as a business. You see, I understand because I have brick and mortar, multiple. I understand. Yes, Jalen, they fell out. They fell out yesterday. They fell out. They're no longer an item. She said, don't speak of me anymore. She said, don't speak of me anymore. Fantastic. Just leave me out of it. Leave me out of it. Please, I don't want to have anything to do with it again. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Literally, leave me alone. Literally, leave me alone. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Fantastic. You simped enough for me for the last 3 years. I built a channel in which I have 3 times the subs that you have, and I get 5 times the money. And you're still standing there with 4 to 5K. Nigga, leave me alone. Nigga, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Keep my name out of it. I don't want to have anything to do with you again. And this nigga was like, "All right, fuck that shit, man. Motherfucker shit, bitch ass nigga, pussy ass bitch, motherfucking shit." This nigga old country ass, Macon, Georgia ass nigga. This shit was funny, man. So little Peppy, man, Danica call this nigga Peppy the fraud. This nigga want to give advice to Anton Daniels on how to handle his wife, man. And I'm gonna say this because I'm, for people dealing with shit with their wife, it's a reason why I don't, want to expose my wife. Even though I didn't, niggas still doxed my shit, doxed my family, still doxed. Now imagine if I would have exposed my wife, what these niggas would be saying. I didn't even expose. I kept my. I feel like if you're a content creator, unless you're doing a couples channel, you should not be bringing your spouse in some toxic ass shit like this, because it will make you want to fuck up some people right now, like me. Like right now, the reason why I'm not responding to some shit, because there's 2 or 3 people I would fuck up if I would see them. I would literally fuck them up, and you'll be seeing me on the news, like literally. And that's the reason why I'm kind of letting this shit go, because I would really fuck them up. But see, this nigga tried to give Anton Daniels advice. How the hell you gonna give a married man advice and you've been divorced? Due to the space, this nigga lost his marriage. He lost his marriage over Jessica X, and she left his ass. Oh, some pussy he never got.
You got that clip, Peter?
Nah, I don't have it. I gotta look at the timestamp.
Matter of fact, do you still got the one with Anton when he was on Anton's show? And he admit that he left and broke his own household to go back to the streets?
Yes, but I'm not playing. I'm not getting, because this is not about fantastic.
Yeah, I know it's not fantastic, but if you can't, just hit me on back. I gotta find that. But anyway, to the point. Yeah, these people don't know how to conduct business, and let's go even further. That if they had this so-called in conversation, Jessica and him, it's obviously not going to really be anything because he never seen the chick, much less with the pussy.
Never saw her.
Yeah, so she want to speak with you. That's not a loss. And if this happened today, I want to know what channel this happened, but
that was yesterday.
On whose show?
AM1.
Oh wow, that's bad. That's
I'm
sad.
gonna try. I got my timestamps already in, but I
Are
may
you going
check it. I'm gonna play some timestamps. I may be able to show it.
Mm-hmm.
But poor Peppy, poor little Peppy, poor Peppy the frog. He was all mad. He was in his feelings. But let me get to it because I want to talk about. I'm talking about these Negroes.
Okay.
They don't understand building. They don't have no organization. They have no structure. They have no rules and regulations. And now they mad. Everybody's scattered brain. They talking about the shaming, blaming, and explaining.
Dumb shit.
Dumb ass shit. And I'm looking at these dudes like, man, y'all sound dumb. Y'all look dumb as fuck. And it's like y'all are so blind to the truth. This is the reason why I don't get on these panels anymore, man. And sometimes I want to, but I ain't got time to be dealing with these Negroes where, you know, once they see one person that's opposing, everybody want to triple team you and shit. Like, I'm not doing that. So let's get this show started, brother. As you can see, this is Mr. AM1 channel. And so this is what happened. I'm going to go with last night first because this happened last night. And I got the time. I got the timestamp. Okay. So Chaos, we may be able to hear it. Okay. So let me go ahead and take this banner off because I think I made my point on that one. But I'll leave that in. Okay. So AM1 talks about the space. AM1 talks about the shit that's going on. The shit don't make no sense. These niggas are all over the fucking place. And so he talk about this stupid ass Manosphere list. Let's listen to this.
Specifically said that I'm a reject, and I'll add Super Sly into that because he said Super Sly. And
opposite. That's why we had institutions that showed it was the complete opposite. From 1886 to 1934, we had 134 black-owned banks.
There's Reject Central, Bitter Truth Show, Salute, Healthy Black Pill Diet 2. Most of what I see is gossip. That's
fair use.
Fact.
Fair use.
SBE1. Black Trunk is aiming that at me, but am I an SBE guy? Have you heard me trying to shame, blame, and explain to women? No, you have not, Black Trunks. Don't try to play me. How to catch a 304 in 3 easy steps. He said, Ed, the president. Look, I don't even want to make this. I only say Obsidian specifically because he just, it's Obsidian. And he specifically said that I'm a reject, and I'll add Super Sly into that because he said Super Sly. I could literally call those dudes and be like, do you consider yourself to be like representative of the core discussions that are prevalent?
Now, this is the goofy ass Manosphere list that that Angry Man and BGS and all of them created.
In Black Manosphere, and they'll laugh. But it's like the Black Manosphere guys get to claim them when the discussion, when pressed about, yeah, this whole Black Manosphere thing seems like it's mostly centered around sort of like black male revenge porn kind of content about black women or access to women. So it's like we hate the black women, we love the black woman. We Nick Taylor, where's Nick? I'm about to text Nick and be like, fam, they got you on this list. Mr. Fantastic, Code Breakers, Nicole Ali, I haven't even heard from her. Rogish the Buildmonger, the Black Dimension, a lot of these names I haven't even heard. The Shatterpoint, Nameless Protagonist, Charles Faulkner. Sub-Zero is on this list, but Sub-Zero will be one of the quickest to tell you he's not for this whole bash black women consistently or complain about black women. Basically, SBE. We use SBE as a catch-all phrase to describe the high percentage of what's going on with the so-called Black Manosphere.
Wait a minute. Chaos, they got the information man on this list.
Really? Let me see.
Are you serious? What the hell the information man doing on this list? I didn't catch that, but okay.
Now, in a lot of these so-called channels, these spaces that are claiming these Black Manosphere names, if you mention the phrase SBE, they will block you. Huh, how does that work? SBE and start aiming the guns at them because, it was this weird Mexican standoff situation with that. Then it's like, who's going to hold? It was hot potato of who's going to hold the L with that, right? Some people roll for her, some people win at each other, blah, blah, blah. And then on the way backing off that, it was like, well, let's get some extra casualties in here and grab the pick-me chicks situation, right? So I said, I'm starting off, I'm making a list myself. What'd I say? Brainstorming about who will be on the list of black male content creators, Black Manosphere rejects, or adjacent channels, whatever, who are not largely focused on.
I gotta get you. I gotta hit you with this, bro, because, fam, bro, listen, nobody is rejected from the Black Manosphere, bro. Like the list it's very inclusive. I mean, like you got women all on the list and shit, bro. This is. Bro, it's kind of disrespectful. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like you got rejected. Like,
no. To be clear, I'm saying the rejection is like a reverse psychology. Like it's a badge of honor. Like I would want to be rejected from
the space, right? And the way you can tell that this list was just some kind of like algorithm play is because they got the Shatterpoint, which is not even a person. That's the name of BGS channel. So now you got people in here more than once. Hold on.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I actually, what I'm going to say is that was somebody who I actually knew personally who's come to my channel.
The Shatterpoint?
Unfortunately passed. The Shatterpoint was a person who actually came to my channel on multiple occasions, and unfortunately, the person passed away.
Okay, so is that not the name of one of BGS's segments on his channel?
BGS did that kind of to honor that brother.
Okay,
to my understanding, that's what I believe, because it wasn't that before that brother had passed away.
Okay,
I saw him doing that after the brother passed away.
Okay, so again, this is just it's no reason to have a lot of these people on there. They only on there for subscriber supremacy. That's it.
I've heard of the subscribe.
It's just like the clout chase theory of this starts to hold more weight. You feel me?
Well.
Okay. What I'm saying.
Okay, let me stop there, Chaos. Tell me what you think about that. What are you thinking in regards to this list, this stupid ass list that they conjured up?
My opinion, that list just to lay out who are the more influential people in the space, in my opinion, or up and coming influential. That's why they on the list. Is Obsidian on the list?
Yeah,
he's supposed to do. I don't know if he's gonna go live on the Manosphere of the week, this Sunday. But usually, if you're on that list, 9/10 of the time, you are sometimes required to do a special weekend live stream in regards the daily updates of Manosphere content of the week, called the Manosphere of the Week. That starts around Sunday, 7 p.m., which is kind of a decent thing because they had it going. I think they've still been consistent some way, but they're trying to find all these content creators you see on the list to participate in the Manosphere of the Week. And only, from what I recall, 3 or 4 content creators have been consistent doing so.
They ain't consistent about shit.
Yeah, just doing the Sunday the Sunday show of the week.
The incel Mr. Z.
Yeah.
Of course, he ain't got nothing else to do. Let me continue.
Every day, business. First 30 minutes of every stream. What are you talking about?
Talk about something productive. Keep it productive. Keep it off the holes.
No.
Oh, let me stop here. Because I want to talk about David. What the fuck is going on with David Johnson? This nigga has been whore hopping on panels, talking a lot of shit. Like, what's up with BMT? What's up with David Johnson right now?
I have no idea.
Pretty much, he's a Manosphere cheerleader, man. Like it's this space attracts a lot of psychotic people, mentally like challenged, like suffocated people that just he's one of them dang Manosphere acolytes of why this space is on the watch list. Like he's one of them. Like the stuff that he be saying and how they be having erratic behavior patterns and stuff like that. Like look at just why these guys scream and yell and be freaking out on panels, and they're very sporadic. Like you couldn't trust a family with these people. You couldn't trust them with a puppy. Like these people are very, very haphazard. Like
you can't
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, but like I said, like these are videos women and children and other people outside of this space need to hear. So that way when they hear these type of people and their talking points, they can fire their ass or literally just run away to the hills. Like it's just one of those things. As I said, so you know he's in the chat just bussy popping for them. Like I said, these are the same niggas that were crying for David Carroll, Kevin Samuels, like anything just to, they'll suck off a man any ego at any time. Like I can't with these people, man. I can't.
Yeah, well, even Solo 84 say, "Take me off the list. I want to be around." Damn, I can't believe Solo 84, who been around a long ass time, is denouncing these niggas.
I'm not an incel. Oh shit.
Well, that's because as you were saying when you were spoken earlier about building, they doxed and they blackballed him and tried to destroy his business.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Who did that?
Yeah. Solo even said it on the panel.
What?
Solo said on the panel, like, yo, y'all tried to dox and destroy my stuff. That's why he don't like them. Like, these men cannot be trusted.
Wow.
These men cannot be trusted. I would not trust them around any man, woman, child, business, or anything in society. This is like the lower hanging shithole cesspool. Like I'm tired of like that. I'm not, and I'm 10 toes down on this. Even today, I just proved my point. I literally proved my point. Like these people cannot be trusted. This is more so about they want some type of slavery subjugation shit. They think that they're elitism, but most of these motherfuckers sleep in the basements and attics of their parents. Like a lot of these dudes are not desirable entities in society.
They're not. They're really not.
So, like, you got to think these people carry traumas and push it on men, women, children. Like most children that have come to this space or young adolescents that come to this space, look at them now. Look how fucked up they are. Look how their mindsets are. Anybody who's been in this space for over goddamn 10 years, listen, this space has not done anything. The only thing this thing is gotten is on the police report. That's all that this thing has gotten on police reports. Now when you say stuff like this, now when you bring this kind of stuff up at, like, here's the thing. They're talking about SBing. Do that. Try anybody who's tried SBing, right? And people found out who they truly are. What has happened to them at their job? What happened to them? They get fired. They get fired. Nobody in any you think Dieter Rell will keep somebody at his place of work if he found out that they were SBing, doing all this crazy Manosphere shit? Dieter Rell said, "No, you can't work in my environment. You got to go."
Shit is crazy, man.
Every man that was like that, they fired them. They fired them. Every man that comes to this space and talk all that crazy Manosphere shit, they lost their goddamn family, their children. This space is not. This space is crazy.
Mr. Fantastic.
And this nigga trying to give advice. Well, let me continue.
Yeah, continue, man.
That's what the fuck you said, nigga. So if you don't need it, nigga, and you built like that, talk about something else.
Don't mean I don't want it. Shit, what the fuck you mean?
I
Shit's
ain't
too
saying,
easy.
nigga, so you fucking need it, nigga.
No, want and needs two different things.
Nigga, you need it, nigga.
No, I do
these
plenty
same
strange.
ass niggas that be in your chat.
I do plenty strange. I do plenty strange without that. Before any of this, I was posting for all type of shit. What are you talking about?
I feel you. I know that, nigga. I was there.
So what do you say? So you know I don't need it. So you know I don't need it.
Before you turn,
niggas started fucking prying too much. That's why I had to do that.
Nigga, I wasn't even here. You on bullshit now, real. You know you can't put it on me, nigga. I wasn't here for a year.
What are you talking about, bro? Are you
what the
saying
fuck
that?
are you talking about, nigga? I wasn't here for a fucking year. What the fuck are you saying?
One of the ones who were crying to this whole. What are you talking about, dog?
Crying to the hoes house. How?
Dog, are you serious, dog?
I'm dead ass serious, nigga. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, let's get Ty City in
No,
here.
nigga, no, fuck that. The nigga made
Mike,
it plain,
way too
nigga.
loud.
Put it out there. How was I doing anything to the hoes, nigga? Go for it.
Jessica X, nigga.
So what, nigga?
Jessica X.
This nigga, your partner was fucking trying to eat a pussy, nigga. Next question.
God damn.
The nigga you work with was trying to eat a pussy, nigga. Next time, try again. Try again.
The claim, man.
Try again.
First of all, nigga, that's
Facts. Do I get a second? Do I get a second, third?
That is a second.
We killed that, nigga. I killed that shit. I killed that, nigga. I already start still up on my face, nigga.
You say
the
that.
niggas in broad daylight. The niggas in broad. No, the receipts is there.
We got receipts of you saddled with Me Too hoes. We got receipts of you saddled with Me Too hoes on the Fresh and Fit on Jessica X. On the Jessica X and Fresh and Fit shit. What are you talking about? You was on the panel with that prostitute ass bitch. Saddled with Me Too. Saddled with a Me Too bitch going to other men. What are you talking about, nigga? When I seen that, I was like, what the fuck?
And them niggas got exposed
to a prostitute, nigga. You was up there with a prostitute, with a fucking prostitute against other men.
Nigga.
There was no fucking receipts.
Of the niggas using the fucking shit to get pussy.
What are you talking about? Nigga, that's not Me Too. That's not Me Too.
Bitches show the receipts of the niggas using the fucking show to get pussy.
Nigga, she had a Me Too claim about this the Fresh and Fit, dog. You was backing that prostitute up, dog.
Bitches show the fucking receipts of the niggas using the fucking show to get pussy. Try again.
Hold on. Let
Try
me
again. Hold on, no, nigga. Did the bitch not show the receipts of the niggas?
Yeah.
What up?
Let me highlight this because this is an interesting thing. Obviously, now you can see. So this discussion about how long somebody's been around the space, relevancy in the space, knowing kind of what's going on behind the scenes / openly factions, people gatekeeping behind the scenes, all this type of shit.
I don't know anything about that shit, man.
That's my goddamn lie.
Point. Oh, all right. Well,
I see.
I mean, I know it goes on. I know it goes on.
This nigga lying.
I don't know specifics.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But see, AM1, you going deep into this. I'm just saying that names on here. That's what I'm saying. I know you going deep into like the who created the list and all the rest of that shit. But for me, I'm just being on the surface, just looking at this list. It's, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying it from this perspective.
Problem, you're a fucking fraud. You don't believe none of the shit you're talking about. This is content.
For everybody, I want you to know this is Mr. Simp. This is Mr. Pepe LaFrog speaking right now.
Strategy, period, for you. Ramil got a track record, nigga. Ramil is what it is. Ramil can go motherfucking blow for blow. I take Ramil what
Pepe is mad.
Ramil say, nigga. You was a hoe though. You been a hoe. You
okay,
always
that's
gonna be a hoe. And you
I kinda-
always this the main nigga.
I figured that you felt that
all
way.
the shit about these hoes. He be trying to motherfucking eat
Fantastic.
their ass, nigga.
Fantastic. I figured you felt that way. Like this is you just want to tell new people, like that's fine.
Yes, exactly. I do want to tell new people. Don't you think they should know? Because what
Yeah,
happens
well,
is
tell
there's
them.
cycles. Hold on. You asked
Preach.
the question, so let me finish it. So what happens is there's cycles. And being that you niggas started a motherfucking, a whole new content strategy with this SBE shit, once you niggas turn villain on Kevin Samuels, for whatever reason, right? A lot of niggas don't know the history.
Villain on Kevin Samuel. The whole space didn't even like this motherfucker until he got 1 million views. See this but let me stop right there. See, you see.
Like I said, a lot of hypocrisy.
You see,
a lot of hypocrisy.
This was one of the main niggas that was saying some shit about Kevin Samuel every now and then. Matter of fact, I remember this nigga when he would go ho hopping on the Sunday Rumbles. This nigga was going against shit that Kevin Samuel would say every now and then when he would be on there. This shit, the hypocrisy of these niggas. These niggas was not. They talking about turning on Kevin Samuel. Until that nigga got 1 million subscribers, the whole sector was against him except for BGS and Obsidian. And that's facts. These niggas, man. The audacity of these niggas to be see, this is phony ass motherfuckers. But let me continue.
Niggas don't know the background. So what I'm here doing is showing you evidence of a hoe ass nigga that claimed not to like the hoes or claimed not to trust the hoes, but he flirting with the hoes on YouTube. He flirting with the hoes in the DMs. These bitches think this nigga's a joke. Nobody takes him serious.
We might have to. What do you mean turn villain?
Wasn't this nigga doing the same thing?
I got you. What about you said
Hold
turn
on,
villain?
hold on. I want to. Hold on, wait, because I want him to finish. I don't want to interrupt him.
Please get out of this one. Yeah, get out of this one, bro.
I don't want to interrupt. Fantastic. Go ahead.
I just wanted to get out of this one, brother. So is this not you? This is not your receipts right here. This is not you, brother. Hey, I actually used to flirt and joke with her often. I don't know where the witch hunt rhetoric.
Wait a minute. I'll be damned. Now, didn't this motherfucker just say somebody else was simping and flirting, and then he gonna sit there and gonna immediately admit to the fucking shit he was doing? What the fuck is this? Wait, let me know if I'm missing something. Did this nigga just go on a 5-minute rant about niggas all in the DMs and shit? Then he gonna admit, yes, I was doing it too at the end of the fucking day. You see, this is why I don't argue with fools. These niggas are so fucking elementary in thinking.
It came from pretty much like, yeah, nigga, I did it. That's what you were saying, right? Correct? Yeah, nigga, I proudly motherfucking simp for a bitch that I claim wasn't even a real bitch in real time. That's what you're saying, right?
Again, this is me responding to the rhetoric that I was hating on her.
So you're admitting to the flirting part, right?
Yes.
Oh,
that
okay.
was, hold on. Let me help you. That would be the first. That would be the first receipts that you showed. And now, also, what I want everybody to understand. Hold on. Let me.
So hold on. Why would you flirt?
All right, get it. I want you to finish so I can talk.
Hold on, brother. Why would you flirt with a person that you don't know as a real person? Remember, you said it's a purple circle. It could be a man. This is all your shit, right? So why are you flirting with a possible man, brother?
Now, again, this was on
mute his mic, please.
Hold on.
What?
Just let me speak. Let me speak. Hold on. Let me speak.
Some whole ass nigga talking about keep my mic and I'm quiet.
Pepe is all emotional right now.
Again, all right, everybody, we all used to hang out on the third shift. All right.
That's DJ Cuda.
This is where there was no beef. And the conversation was what it was, and we would joke all the time. That's all it was. And so I just said that yes, that's what it was. Fantastic. Like it was nothing. She'll tell you that it wasn't nothing serious. Like I was trying to like hook up with her or some shit like that. She'll tell you that.
I thought it wasn't no she, brother. I thought it was a avatar bitch that y'all was gonna let take over the.
Now this nigga worried about somebody else. This was a married fucking man worrying about another man.
No, was married.
Yeah, well, was married at the time. Yeah, he was actually in process of where he had already been divorced. You're right. He was a recently divorced man worrying about another man that's single messing with a young single woman.
The space, yet and still you flirt with her.
She an avatar, okay.
So why would you flirt with somebody that you claim that you dead, brother?
But that's what I'm saying. Like this is.
So you flirting with a man?
Why does this shit matter?
You flirting with a possible man? It matters. It matters because
why does this?
Shit. This is why it matters. It matters because it's flawed shit.
How y'all doing?
Listen, wait.
It matters because it's flawed shit.
Now, I want y'all to understand that this screenshot.
Listen, this is a grown ass mid to late 30-year-old man thinking like this. I just want y'all to understand the sickness behind these motherfuckers. This motherfucker is worried about another man dick, and he just got a divorce. Now here, here we go right here. We about to see the breakup right here. Damn, I'm good. Okay, hold on. I want y'all to check out the breakup. She coming on the panel. This is Miss Jessica X.
Type of stuff no more. Like,
listen, dog, and it's this and Ramil. This is what I'm
that's
telling
natural
you,
progression.
It's just good content strategy. Listen, it's just good content.
It's both. It's both
because it's not both. It's not both because this is what happens. You get hoe ass niggas like these hoe ass niggas in the chat right here. As soon as you put Manosphere in the motherfucking thing, shout out to AM1 content strategy. Go against the Manosphere. Everybody shows up just like Super Slide.
It wasn't just a strategy.
Let me finish, dog. Let me finish. Just like Super Slide down in the chat, motherfucking, railing and talking the shit too. He was down with this shit before me or you. Okay.
Let me say this.
Niggas, hold on, fam. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Get, whatever reason you niggas see.
What's up, Faith?
Because it's hating ass niggas and hating ass niggas that have both ways.
You saying whatever reason. No, you saying whatever reason. When it came to when the main mission.
So you did all of this.
Right. Slap shit out y'all niggas. Check this out.
I never said that.
I'm fucking with you, bro. Can I jump in?
Now Jessica X is about to talk in a little bit. Here go the breakup.
Here, please.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right, I got a few questions because I hear the SBE term thrown all around. By the way, this is Marcus Keep It 100. My name's on the list, so I figured I'd jump in this motherfucker, right? Can somebody explain SBE to me? Somebody on the panel.
I'll explain it.
All right, I want to say. I mean, somebody.
Wait a minute. Now let me ask y'all. Who are these? I'm starting to see some random ass Negroes that they starting to put on these panels, asking all these goddamn questions. I'm wondering what. I'm starting to see that a lot more in the last few. I don't know where these people come from asking questions. Like, if you trying to be on a panel, you need to know what the hell going on. What's up, Faith?
That's what I'm talking about. But back to Syntastic.
Mm-hmm.
This dude have a nerve, the unmitigated gall to be going after another man because he fell in love with Avatar and was flirting with her. But this the same guy that every time you saw Jessica X hit a panel, about 5 minutes later, this nigga show up. Yeah.
Yep, ready to go at everybody, Nick. But you about to see the breakup, Faith. I want you to see the breakup.
I saw it already, but yeah, let's roll it.
I said it in the chat, but I want somebody to do it here.
Before making $30,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Shit like you trying to convince
them. Come up with the SBE term until after the Nicki Minaj thing, though, bro.
No, I came up with the SBE term.
Ty City came up with.
I'm waiting to see her to speak. I'm just waiting.
That was after the Brittany Renner, Kevin Samuels.
So okay.
CYC.
Oh, here you go, right here.
CYC.
Hold on. I got it right.
Yeah, because you can't.
Give me 1 second. About 2:23.
Pie chart graph.
Okay, here you go.
If we put this shit on a pie chart, what would you say the majority of the discussions for Manosphere channels, Manosphere adjacent channels, Black YouTube? What's the biggest bulk of discussions that you hear since you or have heard?
I ain't trying to be an asshole, but no offense, bro. I don't know. Like we got a lot of people who's more relevant to the. I'm not trying to I don't know who this guy is. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but we got Solo TV, we got Super Slide. I mean, we got people actually who got a sort of
no. Hold on, no, because
hey, I went up in the jet, man. Peace, everybody. Hey, fantastic. Hey, man. I wish you well, bro. Peace.
I'm already doing well, fam. I wish you get where I'm at. You got it. Go ahead.
Alright, so I'm just gonna come in quickly because I'm not
This nigga speaking like this and making $54K a year.
staying long. I left, right, and we were
This is hold on, guys. This is the breakup.
talking about the list.
Let me put
I
my
went to
music
sleep.
on.
Now my phone's pinging emails, right? I'd rather just be left out of all of this. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather just be left out of it. I don't see why a situation from like 3 years ago, however long it is, this is time ago now,
Leave me alone.
needs to be like up here again, right?
Leave me alone, fantastic.
So yeah, I'd rather just be left out of it. That's all I gotta say.
Well, Jessica, there was the list.
Fantastic. I thought Jessica X was supposed to be a friend of allies.
Hey, bro, that's what they
can say they won't hate women.
No, listen to fantastic, guys.
Well, no, hey, bro, that's respect.
They won't say we hate women if we got allies and not.
Like I said, look, bro.
What do you mean? The reason that I want to be taken off the list is because one, you have people like you who don't even agree with, well, didn't. You're saying you're not in the space. You didn't agree with me being in the space. It's too contentious. So I just pull myself back, and the people that I rock with in the space, I rock with them. They know I rock with them. It keeps it nice and simple. So I'm still an ally to the people that I rock with. It's as simple as that.
She broke up with him.
Yeah, fantastic. So what about that? How she was supposed to be an ally, and she was supposed to help protect
Meghan Markle left the space.
The Manosphere from being accused of hating women. You went hard for that, and then so when they hear that, that's why I gotta chuckle a little bit.
So it is what it is, bro. Look, listen, dog. You may treat it like this, dog. I'm loyal to my loyal has no gender, my nigga. I don't put a gender on loyalty. If we cool, nigga, we cool. Just like I was for you, bro. And I never. I wasn't
talking about I wasn't talking about loyalty. I was talking about the space. Like you specifically said she would be an ally. I'm not talking about your personal. Not talking about your personal. You were going hard for her, saying she would be an ally. She would protect the space from being accused of hating women.
Okay, well, hold on. Well, I don't see where I was wrong at. Again, she brought in motherfuckers.
She said she don't fuck with the Manosphere, so that goes against what.
Well, then she decided they need to be in the space. The same thing. So hold on. So like now I got to use your own point against you. She in it for life. If she can't choose to leave, she want to leave.
No, that's her decision. I'm talking about you were saying that she needs to get all this push because she's going to help the Manosphere not be accused of hating women and to be an ally. So again, a year later to see her leave, it's just
Ramil, that was 2-3 years ago. I've been gone for a year. That was 2-3 years ago. Ramil. I ain't even hold on. So that's what I'm saying. So you niggas like
how come she ain't on death row? You told me you ain't going nowhere, nigga. You here, nigga. You gotta get her the same shit. Now you gotta do the same shit. Hey, you here? She just did a stream about the shit.
This shit is so fucking funny.
She did about the Manosphere. Tell her, hey, you ain't going nowhere,
bro. She not talking shit about the space. You niggas, you are the one, bro.
Jessica X don't talk shit about the space.
Hold on, let's do the pie chart.
Jessica X don't talk shit about the space.
Huh?
Jessica X don't talk shit about the space.
About the Manosphere?
Yeah.
To my knowledge, no.
Shit.
Jessica, do you have any critiques of the Manosphere?
That's a lie.
Her shitting on the Manosphere and creating a whole motherfucking term, SBE, about the Manosphere to make content shitting on the Manosphere? No, fam, that ain't happen.
SBE wasn't just about the Manosphere. SBE is for anybody. We cover all SBE, not just the Manosphere.
That's why you guys are Manosphere adjacent now. And again, most of your fucking shit, especially the whole ass clipping nigga, and I call him a hoe to his face, so it's nothing different. If he was here, I call him a hoe. If he set it up, so it's no different. The whole ass nigga has been clipping the Manosphere since his fucking Manosphere existence. So again, your whole shit, bro, is based off of this space. That's what I'm saying. And you
said my whole shit, dog.
It is, bro, 90%.
I was here before this shit. I'm gonna be here after the shit.
Like you, and I don't doubt it, nigga. I don't doubt it. But again, until you pivot again, till you find another content strategy, because again, hoes are not winning. You know, the whole y'all niggas fell off the hoes winning shit. That was going strong. Right?
Here we go. Now it's still going strong. It's still going strong.
What the fuck you talking about?
What do you mean?
We you know, I ain't gonna make that.
Hey, you want to do it? Hey, I could take many ways.
It's other people. I want to make about me and you. I want to make.
I was asking.
Hey, can I jump in real quick, please?
I haven't even answered the question that was posed to me by AM1.
I want to stop right there. What do y'all think about this? This shit is so funny. Any comments? Go ahead, Faith. I know you want to go in on his ass. Go ahead.
Man. Where can I be? How can I count the ways?
Go ahead. Just go in. Just you deserve it.
Okay, like I said, this nigga sit up here and stalk this woman everywhere she went. Then he sit up here and he wanna cyber cop block somebody from flirting with her. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Grown ass man. Grown ass man. Lost his family.
I like how Ramil kept it real. I have to give it to Ramil. He kept it real. He held them feet to the fire. He said, "No, nigga, no, you ain't about to sit here and talk this shit after you bought this chick around here talking about she was gonna help with the image of the manosphere of hating women. That's why they brought her in there."
Right.
And Fantastic pitched her to everybody. And now all of a sudden, she an avatar.
Yes, indeed. Now the whole thing didn't change. It's been 3 years. No, nigga. You did that shit all of 2020 and 21, and you left in the beginning or the end of 2020 or early 21. I mean early 2022. You wasn't gone that long. You know, you was gone almost a year, but you brought your ass right back. And so my position is, you simped hard for her for over almost 2 years. 2 whole years. And now all of a sudden you want to have a change of heart.
There's something wrong with that boy. Something is very, very just off with him. Right. Like, I knew something was off with him when, it's one thing to say you got a preference. Like, yeah, I like light-skinned chicks, I like the women with the big booties and all this other stuff. But then you go in front of your brethren because you got a black, dark-skinned daughter.
Right.
And you tell them, hey, I keep it real with my daughter about her level of desirability.
Yep, you sure did.
What the hell does that mean?
Basically, he told his daughter, because you dark-skinned, you're going to be seen as ugly and you're going to have to deal with it.
Wow.
That's some of the most egregious ass shit I ever heard. This nigga, I remember one time he said his daughter was like, everybody think they was picking with her and shit, calling her names, calling her dark this and that. And he gonna tell his daughter, we just got to be nice to the people. Just got to be nicer. That's it. Now, how the fuck you gonna your daughter telling you they bullying her, but she got to be nicer to stop them from bullying? What kind of fucking fatherly advice is that?
That's what I'm saying. It's something wrong with him. And see, he's going to get exactly what he deserved, because what's going to end up happening is the first guy that tell his daughter that she's beautiful and he didn't, that's who's going to get them pussy. I'm right. I'm sorry to curse. I'm sorry.
No, but that's you being real. That's the truth.
Because you didn't tell your daughter she was beautiful. You didn't tell your daughter that she was worth anything. So the first man that does that, he's going to be able to get in real easy. And I don't think Black fathers understand, how important they are in the eyes of their daughters. I look to my dad first, for him to tell me that I was pretty or, something looked nice on me. I always looked at him and I wanted his feedback, because that's my dad. Yeah. My dad was the first person that told me that I was beautiful. And Fantastic cannot look at his child that he made, and she probably got all her features from him.
Yeah, exactly. And he gonna tell his daughter she ain't pretty. This is some fucked up shit, man.
It's not funny, but
this is some really sick ass shit, and that's why he got the. I really think his wife, ex-wife, saw a lot of the bullshit that he was doing, and it intensified when he got in this space. See, this nigga always had problems. This shit just didn't happen where you trying to make the space think, I just ain't want to be married no more because I wanted this. Like he just got tired of his wife. Nah, nigga, that ain't what happened. Your wife left your ass because of the bullshit that you was doing, and you wasn't making no more than $54,000 a year to take care of 4 people. That shit ain't gonna happen. That shit ain't working. Nigga.
Not at all.
This nigga was an E6. This nigga was an E6.
Yep.
The Marines. I have a brother-in-law that was high level military, and he told me when I told him, I said, what's an E6? Like, what's the? I said, he asked me when I asked him about, he said, how old is the Marine? I said, he like in about 37, 38. He was like, what? He was like, being an E6, either you got demoted or you was a horrible soldier.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but CK and I actually broke that story on our channel.
Yeah.
And CK was there and he was breaking down the ranking. And
Right.
see, that's what you get for posting your pictures and all that other stuff, and then land, on your rank.
Yeah,
that's what you call stolen valor.
This nigga was an E6. This nigga, they got 20-year-olds that's a fucking E6, and you damn near 30-something in all them years, about to retire, and you're a goddamn military secretary, not paper soldier at that. But you talking all this shit about what you done, and you basically are a disgrace because you should be way higher than where you are, making more money.
I think he's been in there over 10 years, hasn't he?
No, 20. You mean 20 years? Ain't no almost.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
Yes. Mr. Fantastic getting ready to retire in 2 years.
That's pitiful.
About two. Fantastic been in the military about, I want to say 18 years, 17, 18 years. He can retire in about 2 years.
That's pitiful.
It is pitiful. But let me continue. I want to finish the rest of this. Oh, what's up, brother? Speak. Oh, you got brother speak?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Okay, I'm gonna play. Yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit, and then we're gonna let you speak afterwards.
Okay.
I'm still waiting to do that. I mean, Ramil, you may not be familiar with me. I ain't got a million gazillion subs on here. You know what I'm saying? So
I didn't mean offense to that because everybody.
No. I'm not, bro.
Hold on.
Let me
Let's get the reply from people 100, and then we're gonna go to Super Slide, and then we're going to back to solo.
Right, I'm gonna drop down. I just don't see what this conversation has to do with me. So I'd rather not be discussed. But I'm out.
Did y'all hear that? It said nothing to do with me. Keep my name off. I'm leaving. She basically dumped Fantastic. What's up, brother? Speak. What you got to say, man?
Well, I mean, she didn't only dump Mr. Fantastic. She dumped the whole space. Like, hey, leave me out of this. This is
straight up.
That's sad, man. And Mr. Fantastic, he got his timeline wrong. Because he's trying to say, well, Ty was saying keep the women out the space, but he getting his timeline wrong. At the time that flirting would happen, that was real early when she was on the third shift. It was Ty, Kuda, him, her. So at the time, everybody was cool. But then Ty was saying that, hey, she's not really for this space like you think she is. I mean, she literally went after people that was questioning her.
Right.
And he would let her do it. Game Changer would let her do it.
Facts.
And then she'll turn around and diss Game Changer, diss some of the men that was supporting her.
Facts.
But he wanna defend her like a guard dog. Hell, y'all remember that stream where he was about to fight Rude Imp over her?
Oh, yeah, he sure did. He wanted to kick Rude Imp ass.
Yeah, they were gonna fight.
Yep.
Sure I think he forgot that part.
Man, Jessica X came in fall of 2019, and she was going around B1 Network, and she was on Kuda shit. This is when 3.0 was just really starting to be known. They were just really getting just people start really noticing them. It wasn't until like the beginning of 2020 where people start really, really. I'm gonna tell you this: the thing that made Jessica X pop was when she went at it with Cynthia G. That was early 2020. That on the B1 network, that was the shit that made Jessica X. When she was on, because she was always over there on B1 Network. When she got into that argument and they felt like she out debated Cynthia G, that's when all these niggas start simping for her and losing their goddamn mind. And Fantastic was calling her king of the manosphere and all this other shit. And that's when that shit happened. That happened early 2020.
And it's funny that he's gonna go after Ty when Ty has always been, hey, don't have these women in the space, don't have these women speak for you. That's been his thing from the jump.
Right.
He wanted to make it like, oh, he was simping for it too. It's like, no, flirting and simping are two different things. It's one thing to flirt with a woman. Okay, people do it all the time. That don't mean that you have an interest in her or something like that. That some dudes just do that just because. When you're willing to fight another man for a woman you never touch, you haven't even seen in real life. That's some simp stuff.
Right.
I mean, it's not even a comparison. And he looked like a fool doing that. And on top of the fact that you're getting mad at everybody criticizing the Manosphere, and you say, oh, y'all hating. I'm like, no, we see that there's some bullshit with this Manosphere. Some of these dudes are not following what they say they're going to do. You find out the women that they claim they don't want, somehow, some way, they end up with them. And you want to keep defending this place like, and I'm still trying to figure out, what did the Manosphere do for him?
Facts. What did it do? Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, this is the same guy that got ran off the Lapeef network, and we see what happened with the Lapeef network.
I mean, yeah.
Just think about that. He got ran off the Lapeef network, and you see the kind of weirdos over there. That should let you all you need to know about him and his.
You mean the house nigga network?
Yes. You got ran off the house nigga network. What does that say? Why should anybody take this guy seriously? Yeah, you're defending a space that don't even take itself seriously. Good job. You win a cookie.
And for the Lapeef network, that nigga Anton Daniels is just as bad as this nigga saying every woman a hoe, don't matter. His wife, I said to my daughter, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these guys, man?
They don't like themselves. That's the only thing I can say. Because why would you say that to your daughter?
Every woman a hoe.
With your wife right there. Your wife is there. Something ain't right, man. I don't get it.
The dude, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Manosphere need to be careful who they letting in, who they letting rep the name, because some of these guys ain't wrapped too tight, and I see why people are distancing themselves. People that got sense, they distancing themselves because they just letting everybody in here. They done let the gate open.
Mm-hmm.
The worst thing when they found out I was a therapist, that was it for me. Every time I jump, that like these niggas really got problems. I'm sitting there saying, man, this is not normal. Man, y'all niggas like you got niggas thinking they could legitimately have sex with an adult at 8 years old. You got niggas saying dumb shit like that. You got niggas thinking that a 13-year-old should have known better not to mess with a 28-year-old man. And I'm sitting there telling these niggas, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is not, this is the kind of shit you got to sit there and hear, man. And as a man who got daughters, and even though they women, they grown women now, but I have never heard men in my life, even the patients, talk like this. And I'm sitting there seeing these men casually talk about this shit like it ain't nothing. I mean, I had issues with that. But let me continue.
So Ramil, I just want to say I have a very thick skin, so that none of that shit matters to me. What I was just saying is the reason I'm here is because my name's on the list, right? So I think that at least makes
this nigga name on the list. Who the fuck?
me relevant to the discussion if it doesn't make me relevant on YouTube, right? But I just I was asked what percentage of the pie chart. This is the thing, right? A lot of people that people outside of the space associate with the space don't count. They don't count. So whatever they're talking about can't be lumped into whatever pie chart that I'm being asked about.
Black Manosphere, any attention the Manosphere gets from the world mostly is negative. You know what I'm saying? And I don't got time to be, and I see why. It's not unwarranted. All right. I've been in there. I see what happened to it. I seen how it went from this to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, just because you built something don't mean you have to see it all the way through. Because sometimes you're gonna fall in the same hole that shit might be going under.
Now, I do agree with Ramil saying that. Like, when the Manosphere is not received very well by the mainstream, because a lot of these niggas, they finding out that be committing some of these crimes. It's like that guy in New York with in the train and all. A lot of these niggas got Manosphere influences, listening to David Carroll and all these other motherfuckers and committing crimes and all this other stuff. They're not received very. Matter of fact, I mean, Kevin Samuel was not. I mean, yeah, they had certain people that listened to him, but he wasn't even. They was lukewarm about him. You know?
Oh yeah, until he got the 1 million followers. Then it was protect Kevin at all costs. I'm
And
like,
he's-
boy, you Negroes.
And he still didn't rep the Manosphere. He didn't when he did the video with Future. I didn't see him repping the Manosphere.
Sure
when
didn't.
he went on Fresh and Fit, he didn't rep the Black Manosphere.
Man, when he went to Adam 22, he told him that he told Adam that he was hanging around incels for 2 years. If you watch that interview with No Jumper, this nigga said I was hanging around the Manosphere. I was hanging around incels for 2 to 3 years trying to help him.
And only person I think from the Black Manosphere he's ever repped was O'Shea.
And well, he sold Obsidian Book.
He sold Obsidian Book, but he still didn't rep his name.
Yeah, but he sold the book. I mean, Obsidian had like over 100,000 buys, and he ended up. And then, actually, matter of fact, when he made that money, Obsidian left the space for like 6 months.
Oh yeah, okay.
How many people you think actually read that book?
He gave me one for free. I ain't never opened it.
Personally, if I'd be honest, it probably white people were more read the book than blacks. Personally, because you couldn't sell 1 million copies and somebody really went out the way to pay for and purchase the material.
Yeah. Aaron Fontaine read it. Aaron Fountain read it. he admitted to reading it.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to remember.
Did you read your free copy, D. Darrell?
Hell no.
Well, I would say give it to me, but you ain't gonna do that.
No, I'm gonna say this. Got more important shit to do, but I do intend to read it because I actually read. I got to finish up reading Negro Wars by Mr. SYSBM Babatunde Amana.
God damn it!
I'm almost finished with that book. I got to do my review. I got to do a review on that book first before I do Obsidian book. But yeah, I got it though. I intend to read it, Fate. I just ain't get to it yet.
Oh my god!
Let me
Wow,
continue.
and realize,
It's
more about dudes crying about fucking women they can't have, and not about dudes actually building on some real shit. So I'm gonna make fun of this shit too. It's simple.
Let me respond to that. Let me respond to that, AM1.
I'll be the asshole. I don't mind that.
Let me respond to that. Okay, AM1. For the few people, like there is no movement. That's another thing the Manosphere gets shitted on for. There is no movement. As shout out to Obsidian, we are all not a monolith. There is no movement where every goddamn body's a monolith. We gonna get
space.
space. Okay, space either. So what you gonna do?
Is it a space or is it not a space?
What in the fuck is wrong with David Johnson?
Another one of these defenders.
I think he on drugs.
David Johnson is like, what the fuck? Like this. I'm just sorry, man. This shit is crazy.
Nigga, what are you, Reggie? If I'm me, nigga, you Reggie. What are we talking about? You roasting yourself.
You're my son. You're my son.
How?
I'm gonna let this go.
I know you gotta let it go because you know what time it is over here. This is a losing battle, nigga.
You really
Now he got issues with Solo 84 TV.
I said respectfully several times. I said respectfully several times, brother. You didn't take heed.
I live
You
a
didn't
very
take heed,
good
brother.
life.
I tried to be
I live
respectful,
a very
dog.
good life, sir. That's facts.
Huh? Same here, sir. That's facts. Probably better than yours. I would bet better than yours. Facts, and you know it. So don't play with me like that, dog.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. You know you see me on the
Now you started, and I'm looking at your channel, nigga. I'm looking at your channel. You're struggling, dog.
That's why you
I'm looking at your channel, man. That crypto shit not gonna bump either, nigga. You had to pivot, nigga. Oh, you nigga, bro, stop it, dog. You taking too many L's, man. I say it respectfully, bro. You can't be mad at me. You can't be mad at me, dog. I say it respectfully, and you took it here.
Ball, man. That's a fact.
I know you ain't calling nobody corny, nigga. You of all people not calling nobody corny.
I said what I said, nigga.
You of all people with them raggedy ass white bitches, not even a brand Kango hat. You had an off-brand Kango hat. What brand Kango? You didn't have a Kango style hat, nigga. You wear Kango style hat. You don't even real Kangos. You don't even wear real Kangos, nigga. You trash. Use ass, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. Solo TV do be looking crazy as fuck though.
You a legend right now.
Use the fat Uncle Larry barbecue, nigga. Lay it down. Leave me alone, dog. Before you have a heart attack. Before you have a stroke over here, bro. You're not built for this. Come on now, throw in the towel.
This is the most epic moment right now of your YouTube career, nigga. Remember that.
I'm going to the channel right now. Solo, do you really want to talk like that, bro? I've been had motion since I got here, dog. Don't play with me like that. You know that's lies. Come on, Solo. Don't be. You ain't gotta lie, dog. Just like I'm not lying about you. You ain't gotta lie. People can see the evidence, dog. Don't play with me like that. But again, for the record, brother, I said it respectfully, and you wanted the motherfucker pump your chest, so we here because of you. So still ain't no love lost, brother. Ain't no, but hey, you took it here.
Hey,
I said
and you're
it
my son,
respectfully
so
several
ain't no love
times.
lost either, because I'm your daddy, nigga. Address
See, you want to keep it going. Nigga, you're not old enough to be my daddy. You're not tall enough to be my daddy, and you're too ugly to be my daddy. And my daddy don't got titties. My daddy is the almost senior citizen nigga, but you got titties.
This nigga trying to call somebody ugly, man. Like, how the fuck you gonna call anybody ugly looking like Pepe the Frog? Like, nigga, you were voted the most ugliest man in the sector 3 years ago. That fucking title still stands.
And the sad part is the only reason why he's even popular is because of Ramil. Because he stole Ramil's talking points.
Nah, but see, what made him pop was the Rumble. Beefing with Taz. That's really what put him out there. You know, but he did steal Ramil talking points.
He stole Ramil's talking about. Yeah, and him and Taz are the same person. It's just one went to jail, one went to the military. They still the same person.
Right?
I'm like,
basically. Let me finish.
These niggas. You got titties. My daddy don't have titties. My daddy don't have titties, brother.
I would have had you looking fly for real.
What the fuck you talking about, nigga? Everybody else passed you up. Everybody passed you up that you fuck with, nigga. What's that telling you? You lame.
Hold on. I'm looking for Matt Naker because he specifically said he wanted to holler at Fantastic.
Listen, I am offering $10,000 on my.
It's some gummy, damn it. I'm talking gummy over here for a minute, nigga. You ain't on top of the fucking world, you coon ass, milk toast, tin dick, bitch ass nigga. Cause I'm gonna tell you about your goddamn ass driving 16-hour round trip for some pussy. And nigga, what you need to do is shut the fuck up. That's what the fuck you need to do, bitch ass nigga. Why you got something to say? And our whole goddamn Manosphere needs to go because niggas, you ain't helped no goddamn body, Mr. Fam. You ain't helped no goddamn body. Fantastic. I'm talking
about. I don't want to. I know you got a stuttering problem, so I'm gonna let you get it out.
Down somewhere with your punk ass. That's what the fuck you need to do. You milk toast tin dick bitch ass nigga. You've been a sip on your and you left all your women for just the X. How the fuck are you?
Let him get it out.
Now can't hold it.
Okay,
Man, Mr. Fantastic, let him get it out. Goddamn.
You talk about white bitch when you was protecting pearls.
That's when you know when it's bad. When a man don't feel insulted, he
Okay.
said, "Let it get out, Big J. Get it out, Big J. You're not a friend."
So again, Big J, you've been a failure. You've always been a failure.
God
Hey,
damn.
Hey, hold on. Hey, wait. There has to be some kind of order to this shit. Big
But
J
I'm letting
Triple
it
H, you
go.
get
I
that
let
shit
it go.
off and then
Yeah.
let. Yeah, he with the shit, so you gotta let him get his shit off.
Problem. Yeah, you got a stuttering problem, so I didn't want to interrupt you, bro. Listen, Big J.
my ass.
God damn.
Okay. Oh yeah, now you bored. Now, Big J, you've been a failure, brother, before all failures, dog. You've been trying to
I'm
be
better
for
than you.
15 years.
There is no lie
Big J,
to me for no
Big J,
16-hour round trip for
Big J.
YouTube.
Big J,
I
Big J.
tell you
If
that
you don't-
right.
Big J, if you don't let him get his shit off, I'm gonna drop him.
Right. Okay, so again, and I want to say this, man. Listen, to the 16 hours, the 18 hours, the whatever many hours, niggas. Can one of y'all just show me one receipt, dog?
Now, let me ask you. Now, see, this the kind of bullshit that I hate that he does and other people do. Now, how you expect us to show a fucking receipt of some shit that China White said? Nobody asked her that.
Well, you know, she came back and she recanted it. She said she lied.
Yeah, okay. Now, I'm gonna say this. Regardless if she recanted and said she lied, I remember the day that she said the shit. I was actually driving from Houston to Louisiana. I was actually getting ready to cross the line to get to Louisiana. This was on a Saturday, and this was on Rue Dimp channel. She got on Rue channel. It had to been about 6:30, 7:30 or something like that at night. She the one came out and said this stuff and said she swerved them and stuff. Nobody asked her about this.
Mm-hmm.
She the one. She volunteered this information. Now I'm gonna ask you this, Faith. Remember when this first came out, right? How long did it take her to recant that story?
Oh, it took about a year.
Thank you.
It's about a year.
So that tells you, that debunks it. It don't take a year to recant anything, because if you put out an ether and don't recant it immediately, 9 tenths of the time someone paid you to, and most likely his ass paid you to recant that. Because
He probably did. He's known for pain.
Listen.
He's known for pain.
Yep.
Yeah, let's listen. China, I love you, but obviously, I know you want to protect these niggas, but be smart, sweetie. If you're going out them, stay on your word. Don't try to protect these niggas. Crystalline already exposed herself, and lets her cares already flawed, but also she exposed herself even worse. Can now let you know that thing that swirling all this nonsense, it ain't working.
Now, my position is this, and shout out to I know China White watch my channel, and shout out to you if you're in the clouds. I care less if she recanted or not. I'm gonna go at this nigga because I believe he would do the shit whether I got proof or not. Fuck it.
No, we know he did it.
The nigga did it.
The problem with, let me tell you something.
I care less if she recant.
Listen, with these niggas don't have no accountability. Him, that Mr. Fantastic, he especially him.
Mm-hmm.
And because that, no one really takes no motherfucker that's like him seriously. And this is the honest truth. Now, usually a man will stay on a square and say, "Yeah, I drove," and what? You get me? To be man about
if you willing to
about that,
an avatar,
and have
you willing to drive
for a whole year to recant it. Now, mind you, anytime you put something out there in the internet, it stays forever. I don't give a fuck what anybody tell me. You get me? So you always gotta be very mindful. Be careful. You get me? If you're saying one thing and doing something else, even go as far as let's be honest. If you pay for it, okay. You're gonna be looked at differently, but at least you got some. You pay what was worth it. You get me? But don't sit there being capping and act us when people ask a question and clown you, you feel away. This guy doesn't like taking clowning seriously. Mr. Fantastic. He really has some in his feelings personally with that shit.
Right.
You get me?
Right.
And anytime when somebody try to check him on certain things, he likes to divulge and point the fingers back at you.
The bottom line, when she came out and said that shit, she said that shit like she meant it. So whether she recanted or not, I'm still holding you account, because if you willing to simp for an avatar,
we will still hold him accountable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga, don't try to come after the fact, or show me the proof, show me the receipts. Nigga, stop. Let me continue.
Stop it.
Can y'all really? Can one of you niggas that keep bringing up this 8 hours, this
Nigga,
16
I
hours?
was there. You
Hold
took
on,
me
hold on, hold on,
down.
hold on, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. I let you start that ass talk.
Nigga. You
I
left your wives for just an
I'm
ex,
gonna
huh?
say it again.
You left your wives for just an ex.
I have.
Who's out there sipping now, huh, nigga?
Nigga.
Who's out there sipping, nigga? Who's
Again,
sipping
nigga.
over here now, nigga? Who's sipping, nigga?
You're
No.
fucking up the money.
Explain that.
You're
Who's
fucking up
sipping
the
who
money.
now, nigga?
You're fucking
Come
up
on,
the
man,
money
it's a
for
fan,
everybody
fam.
else.
Who's sipping
Now,
who, nigga?
I'm going to say this.
Who's sipping? Who's
Nobody's
being a
sipping.
simp?
Nigga using nobody.
Who's being a simp?
Nobody's
you
being
broke
a
up
simp.
your
You're
marriage
lying.
for just
You're
an
lying,
ex.
and I'm going to put
Explain
the
it.
challenge out here.
Explain who's
Man broke up his marriage to go
Y'all
back
mute
to the
this nigga
street.
the fuck up, because this is money
Ain't
for
that
everybody.
some shit?
Listen, I am offering
That's terrible.
$10,000 on my children and on my grandmother.
10K you
for
don't have.
someone to produce.
Yeah, he don't have, because remember, what's he say he could afford to divorce his wife?
Right?
So if you can't afford to get out of marriage, you don't got no money.
Down.
It's no
Right?
way to take it
Right.
down. It was never there. Listen, I'm going to say this again for you lame ass niggas and Solo. Don't do this to yourself. Solo, you don't want to round two. Solo, I'm gonna tell you again. Solo, nigga, you paying hoes the fuck. Just like you paying them raggedy ass white bitches to come on your panel, nigga. I know you paying bitches to fuck. So I'm not talking to no trick nigga with titties.
Wait
a minute.
Hold on a second.
Yes,
I know
yes.
he ain't
Yes.
sitting up here talking.
Yes.
Okay, mister, I'm finna drive. Well, how many hours to go get some pussy? First of all, why you even driving? Why you don't have money to get a plane ticket? Probably because you sent all that money to old girl in the cash app and she
Facts.
curved you and you didn't get nothing.
Damn! Oh shit!
Facts.
D-Drop?
Facts.
That's the end of the show. That's the end of the show. End the show. Stop the show. Stop the show.
Facts.
Y'all can guys go home. That just wrapped it up. Yeah.
Faith.
I'm sorry.
But Faith, listen, you recognize game. Let's keep it real. It's worse enough you driving or taking a flight, but let no say you spend money to hope to get access and then you get curved and go turn around. And because the embarrassment is too much, and she's putting us out and they try to pressure her, even to the point where you got to pay her extra money to shut her up, tells you your character. Instead of walking out with your head down and learn from it and keep pushing, you try to do everything possible so people don't know. Every time you see it, you go out to reference this. That should be walk of shame. Right there.
That nigga tried to. You want to know why Mr. Fantastic got another reason why he got mad at me? This nigga got mad at me over Uppity Unicorn. Facts. This nigga got mad.
Listen. I'm be
Hold on,
honest with you.
no, but for real though, this nigga got mad at me over Uppity because Uppity stopped going to his channel and she went to my channel.
No, listen. I'm gonna be real with you. Be real. If any one of these ladies on YouTube that's content creators can get access to this dude and fuck him over, and they will laugh in his face and not gonna give him no pussy. They could do this because look what he's doing now. He's giving his time attention to one that he never knew besides off the camera. So if he's doing that, what else you think he's not doing?
Man,
that these women are not gonna reveal and talk, which I think women should start doing that now. Just out these niggas show how simp they are. Destroy, demolish all their talking points, demolish all that. And let's be honest, there's no player when a woman's out you and you didn't even get access to the pussy. If you're not smashing, really smashing, you didn't win nothing. I'm sorry. Screw all that shit.
But see, y'all gotta peep the game of what he be saying. Fantastic be spitting a lot of game.
Yeah.
See, he be on his channel talking about something, yeah, and I'm only attracted to the BBWs, and I only get the pretty BBWs, and I like the light skins, and woo woo. And I'm like, that's because probably all you can get is BBW. And see, people not really reading in between the lines of what he really saying. Because he sat up there and tried to clown Danica, and he tried to clown Six Goddess. And any man with eyes looking at those women know that those women are gorgeous.
Those are to me, of any women to try to clown. That's not the ones to try to clown. Like,
yeah, that was stupid.
That was stupid because it couldn't. Nobody. That shit ain't even believable. How you looking the way you looking? Gonna try to clown Danica in 6, and now you want to bring up all this shit. Oh, she was a stripper, and
and Danica had some work done on her teeth. And nigga, you need some work done on your face. You know, and I'm sitting up here like, okay, and you're gonna sit up here and throw BBWs up like they the equivalent of beautiful black women like Danica and 6.
Now,
and you're gonna brag on that. And I'm like, these niggas is stupid.
Now,
they sit up here and let this man say this stuff and they don't peep game. This is all he can get.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, go ahead, D.
No. I'm letting you go because you deserve this time. Because all that bullshit he did. Cause see, this is why I don't like this nigga. This nigga love to do underhanded shit like he did on Femininity Breakdown and when they had their little show and shit, where they let him come up and he started talking all that. This nigga known for doing shit like this.
Yeah.
And
he put a little money in their pocket so that he can go up there and disrupt the panel.
Exactly.
And see, I put that on Sister George. You know, I said, hey, you let this nigga come up here and do this shit. You knew he came to ambush. I told you prior to him.
You told him, you said you didn't want nobody on there. And then she ended up telling us, well, I'm going to let you up, but you can't act a fool. Now, come on, like, really?
Like, you know that he's going to do that. Yeah, that's fucked up for them to do that, though.
Yeah, and to me, really, that's what it really caused. Well, that was one of other things, but that really had me and him really going back and forth because I was in the chat and I didn't get to come up.
Yeah, I remember they were blocking all the people that would have helped me.
Yeah,
and then they let all the people up there that was backing him.
Yeah, next thing you know, it went from nobody coming up to motherfucking Game Changer and all these other. They had like 9 other people came up that was talking against what you were saying, and I'm like, you the goddamn guest, and how you gonna let people badger the guest? You know what I'm saying?
that was a fiasco. That was a fiasco. But you know, I moved past it. You know, Sister George and I had our discussion about it. We you know, said, you know, our apologies and our different things to each other. We moved past it eventually.
Yeah, but see, this shit more about him. This is about him. To me, I understand that was their boy and all that shit. To me, I'm looking at his role in the shit. As far as with them, because regardless of, you know, he the one that made that shit happen. That was all some underhanded shit that he did.
Yeah, and see, the reason why I did my stream today, you know, and I just kind of wanted to give 6 the goddess above anybody, some compassion, some love, because this man sitting up here trying to smear this woman's reputation, and he know that if he was in a room with this woman 10 seconds, he would be trying to get all up on that.
Exactly.
And he know he could never.
Facts. This nigga here, man, and I'm sitting here like, dude, like you done a lot of underhanded shit, and then you want to sit here and act like it's everybody else hating when you the one dirty macking, you the one simping, you the one another women DMs and emails and paying people and all this, and then when people call you out, you got a problem. Everybody hating on you. Nobody, you know, nigga, nobody jealous of you of anything. I got no reason a man in my position to be jealous of you. Like I have no reason to be jealous of you at all. Absolutely not.
Hell no, Deidre, you have businesses, you have multiple streams of income. There is nothing that Fantastic has that you would even want. I think that Fantastic would trade places with you before you would trade places with him.
I know he would. Ain't no doubt about it. This nigga, like, dude, man, like, dude, you, like, okay. Did y'all see where he lived, like the inside of where he lived in the barracks? That little shit with the struggle ass internet, and he in that same little empty, look like that room ain't got nothing but like a Walmart. You know them little Walmart tables, little plastic looking, little aluminum looking ass, little 5x5 tables with a seat. That's what he got. That room ain't got no furniture in it. It's a little bitty ass table with a computer and a camera sitting. That's all. It don't look like he even got furniture in that house. Like, nigga, stop. You need to like. And then he tried to. I remember he tried to do a video talking about, see, I don't like niggas like Dieter. They always trying to lead with their wallet. They was trying to lead. No, nigga, people. I don't have to lead, motherfucker. It don't take a woman. Any average woman can see and know. I ain't gotta lead with shit. Common sense will let you know. You know, I'm trying to lead with my wallet. If I ain't had no money, then I'll be flat out. You know, well, I can't. You can't speak in hypotheticals when the reality don't say that. So that we can't talk on that.
No, see, it's not that you leading with your wallet. You are living your regular life. When Dieter Rail go out, Dieter Rail gonna do what he normally do, which is go to but go to a nice upscale place to eat. You're gonna wear nice clothes. You're gonna go to your nice big home. This is regular for you.
Facts.
So you doing regular shit. He mad because regular for him is being in a little tiny Matchbox, going to and getting the 2-for-1 special at the hot dog shack. You know, that's regular for him.
Facts. And that liberty ass car he riding in, that he too big for, you know, talking shit. Like man, every time this dude would talk about me, all constantly this and that, and the women over there, they wanted me first. He was talking about you, Uppity Unicorn, and somebody else. It was you, Uppity, and it was another. Damn, I forgot who it was. It was, I don't know if that. Oh, Deity. Remember Deity used to go over there with.
Wait a minute, wanted?
Yeah.
I never wanted Fantastic.
Man, this nigga did multiple videos talking about those women over there really want me. If they had to choose, they really want to be with me, but they won't say it. Look, Faith. Matter of fact, when I saw that shit that happened with him on the Lapeep Network, for some reason, I said I need to see how Mr. Fantastic been rolling since he came back. And I started seeing the Lapeep Network. And then I went back for some kind of way. I got to a video he did about 2.5 to 3 years ago. This was when in the height when he was beefing with both of us. Really, he was going at both of us, right? And that nigga sat up there with SKC and somebody else, another incel up there, talking about, oh yeah, all the women really want to be with me. They won't say it though, but they over there with you, but they was with me first. And da 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 da. I was like, what the fuck? This nigga sat up there and said all of y'all wanted him. That he was the preference first. He said y'all got mad at him and decided to come in and because they knew we didn't get along. They basically like y'all was using me to get at him.
Delusional. Now let me tell you something. I can show you pictures of my husband. My husband, very, very handsome. I don't know if you remember that actor that played on the Love Jones. I forget his name.
Which one?
I don't know if you remember the Love Jones.
You mean what's his name? Shit, I'm trying to remember this guy's name.
The one that played the author that wrote the book.
Sure. Mr. Underwood.
No, not him. Well, I'm trying to think of a movie that he played in that was pretty prominent. Oh, how about that one with Jada Pinkett in it? That old movie. God damn it. Well, anyway, my husband was a bodybuilder.
Oh, he was big. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was built, and he didn't just have a nice body. My husband had a hazel eyes, so he had the little light eyes, and that you would just fall in love with. A chiseled face, and he was very handsome, very, very handsome.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the type of guys that I like. But
right.
See, you don't hear Faith coming on here putting that in nobody's face.
Right.
But because I get guys like that all the time.
Right.
And I wasn't really, when I met my husband, I wasn't really attracted to him, even though he looked like that. And it was because he had a lot of women hanging up off of him. It took me a long time to warm up to him.
Okay.
And on top of that, he was rocking a beard before it was popular.
Right.
Yeah. So he looked like a big bulky Moses,
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the type of guys that I attracted in my youth when I was still out there dating.
Right.
But my husband was also very good business-minded man. He was good with business, he can make money, and he was super smart. And those were the things that won me over. Now, men like Fantastic could never win me over or get my respect, because he doesn't seem to be competent in those areas, and those are things that's just a must for me.
Right. The shame, man. This nigga like, dude, you behind the A ball, and you getting a divorce, nigga. I know you paying child support, and you probably paying some alimony. She getting the military benefits. Like, nigga, you on this internet, nigga. This nigga came back because he got to recover those losses from that divorce. That's why he's back on the internet trying to make some money.
Oh, somebody said in the chat room, Lorenz Tate.
Yeah.
That's who my husband favored.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
This nigga came back to YouTube. He came back to YouTube to make some money because he lost. She took them benefits. He got that money. Probably got half of that 401k he had. Any other military benefits, and he probably got to pay some alimony because he was married to her for over 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she got her money and left. That's what happened. So let me go to we're gonna wrap it up on after this one.
What do you think about that? Because I was in your hold on, Grinch. I was in your chat earlier. We were talking back and forth in your stream earlier. And it dawned on me. I was like, why can't there simply just be a truce? Like Angry Man, shout out to him. He swooped in and stood on. You remember that, Grinch, right? Angry Man swooped in and said, look, I'm about to shame the Strags and run up a bag. Basically, I'm paraphrasing what he said, but he basically stood on it. Fuck it, I'm doing it. And you see what I'm saying? And I gotta respect that, right? So why can't it just be, hey, this space is comprised of a lot of goofy, non-charismatic, cornball, lamish, incel type dudes, and we're gonna run up this content tugging at their heartstrings and their feelings, talking about Keisha and have some weird cathartic kind of thing going on, right? So just eat that and stand on it. But then, hey, if somebody figured out a way, but hold on, no, because then like they can stand on it, right? But then what's the problem with some other guys being creative and saying, hey, I think that's funny, so I'm gonna make content laughing at that? Why can't it be fair is fair?
Because I'm gonna break it down. And it's a lot of people who haven't been here for the long haul since the beginning. Shout out my nigga New. I see him in the chat. That nigga been here since even before me. And so he knows what I'm talking about. Look, it's a common concept in the manosphere or in manosphere adjacent spaces, anything relating to the manosphere, where the mission is supposed to be on some shit where we're supposed to be speaking for Black men, addressing the issues in our community, and part of that shit happens to be a segment of the SBE.
Now, when do you hear Manosphere niggas talking about the community and helping people? And this is the hypocrisy of this. When do you hear these niggas talking about nothing other than Black women? Come on now.
I can't remember. Everything's our fault. I mean, it could be something that's totally unrelated. In some kind of way, we had something to do with it.
Yeah, they keep talking about the gunocracy, but in order to have a gunocracy, the women got to have power. But I just did a story about this couple who had their baby took because a white nurse practitioner told a pediatrician that this couple who wanted to follow their midwife who gave birth to their baby, they only went to this pediatrician for a newborn checkup because they didn't want to follow what the practitioner said. She told the pediatrician, and he called CPS on her, and they took their baby.
Wow.
They took the baby out of the mother's hand. They arrested the husband and took the baby out of the wife's hands.
Damn,
They
that's
haven't
crazy.
had the baby since. And this was they had about, I want to say, 2 weeks. If
Damn.
this was a gynocracy, if black women had all this power that they claimed they had, that would have never happened. So when I hear this talk about this gynocracy, I'm saying, what power does these women have when CPS could come just take their baby just like that?
Hell, we out here getting beat by the police.
Exactly. You're getting beat up by the police. Y'all getting scammed. Even in these marches, y'all got scammed by BLM. They ran a bag on y'all.
Yeah, they ran a bag on everybody.
Everybody. So what power do these women have? They focus on the wrong people. And that's what all, with Ty, Ramil, AM1 is telling you. You worry about the wrong people.
Facts.
You need to be focused on you. You worry about black women. You need to be worried about this government. They can come take your child just like that. They can come take your property just like that. All they got to do is falsify some documents. Your stuff gone. You got children. They can make them get with questionable people, and there's not nothing you can do about that. But you still worry about what these women doing. Where's the gynocracy? I don't see it.
Facts. Let me continue.
It's a forever build, my nigga, forever. And this is, I mean, look, niggas know. Like when I first came into space, I was making 70K a year. I was a financial analyst. I hated my fucking job. I was living on an island. Had a condo in Honolulu.
That nigga lying. See, everybody got these elaborate. I'm living on a calm, and I'm gonna be honest with you. $70,000 ain't shit in Hawaii. Hawaii is very fucking expensive to live in. Like,
who is that?
I don't know who that. Some new nigga that they didn't. Got niggas popping up everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
But every time somebody talk about themselves, they got this elaborate ass, lifestyle they living. Any line,
right? And from then, I mean, y'all know the story. So what I'm trying to say is it's not peacocking. When I do it, it's not peacocking. Now, when niggas that you support, and look, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. With
Hey,
niggas
Mark,
that y'all
put that
niggas
goofy
niggas
coat back
y'all
on real quick.
niggas y'all support like Anton and I know some of my niggas fuck with him and shit, but that's peacocking, bro. When a nigga get up here and tell you that he gonna give you all the game you need to know for $15 on the Patreon, and he don't plug you in with nobody, he not linking you in with nobody, he's just saying whatever the fuck he feel like saying. He's not standing on shit. He crying and SBN to bitches who's pulling them up and putting them in the hot seat. That nigga, that's that weak shit. What I'm talking about is real networking, nigga. Real networking. Niggas who do real things for real in real life. You talk to them and they walk you through steps.
But see, this is the problem with what he want. The people who really got real network and shit, they don't support them.
They don't.
You get chastised.
Facts.
They don't even watch them.
Look, man. BMT. They treated BMT like me. Look at MOT and others. The people who really look how they treat Gabe A. I'm just saying.
Look how the brain trust. Look how they treated them.
They just ignoring those niggas like they don't even exist.
I still remember when they were on Bernard Riley, and I was it was either Mike D, Citizen Lou, one of the two, said, hey, why don't we stop worrying about these women and focus on something else? That dude got roasted all out the panel in the chat. You can't tell me that it's not just about women. When dudes are saying, hey, let's focus on something else, you roasting them out the chat, you roasting them on the panel. I mean, come on.
Right. They don't want to hear it.
No.
Black woman, the devil.
step by step off the strength of nothing else except that you're another black man, and another formidable black man is another comrade capable of watching your six. That's the mentality
Chris, let
niggas
me
need
ask
to
you a
have.
question. Let me ask you a question. Now, Criterion gave this goofy cash app right here, super chat. But can Criterion Lost, can he email you and ask you questions about how you made your money, how you built your life? Can he come to you and network with you? Is that possible?
Damn.
What?
What?
I'm asking.
Look at that. No straight answer. This nigga talked all that shit, and soon as the dude put him on the spot, can he build with you? Then all of a sudden you stutter and worse than Big JX, and you ain't got no real clear answer. See,
Sound like Porky Pig on the. Sound like Porky Pig up here.
Now you don't have an answer. Let me continue.
I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on, nigga. Like, wait. How come so we just having a whole conversation? Like, nigga, and then they'll start trying to stun you and shit. I was never for that stunning shit, but it was like something like, how much do I have to kiss your ass? I get it. I got my shit. You got your shit. You know what I'm saying? I can respect you got your shit, but then don't forget, my nigga, like you was on my platform. Okay, cool, nigga, and you came by my shit. Like it's kind of like the Big Sean and Kanye treatment. If y'all get what I'm saying, like some
But you see
niggas
how
make it seem
petty
like
that shit is.
but you get what I'm saying, Griff? Like some niggas made it seem like, yo, like if you don't kiss my ass or pay homage or make sure you, and I'm like, damn, dude, like at some point, nigga, I don't want to fuck with you.
That's angry, man.
You no more. Like I never heard my homie LAR ever say, BMP, you better no name. We're not part of the group. Now, people like to champion people in this space and say, oh yeah, you see our talking point, like pull them in like the names, but the people don't even know like what the fuck. Why am I in y'all algorithm? I don't even know who you fuckers are, and so they don't even know that they're attached to space, which we found out last. People were like, I don't even know these motherfuckers. How am I on y'all list? That was on the list.
Who's that? Who is that? That doesn't know why they're on the list.
I'm pretty
shit. Jessica X didn't want to know why she was on the list.
Kevin Samuel Parkins doesn't know he's on the list, but somehow he's on the list again. But Kevin
she's
Samuel,
on the list because she pushed the message.
There's a good reason why they're on there. That's
Bro,
why
that shit ain't even that important. Hey, that shit ain't even important. What you talking about? I'm a boss or I'm a boss bitch. Like fuck that. I'm talking about you're a man who's able to handle yours however you get yours. You got your principles in line. You got your motherfucking, you feel me? You got your goals. You know what I'm saying? You put your your motherfucking your success paramount, and then you build.
Like, fam, what the fuck you trying to do? We trying to be out here really winning.
For 10 seconds. And if y'all rebut it. I think at the end of the day, the biggest issue so far, even with a rebrand, might be, are niggas gonna be as consistent as the people that they feel are entertaining?
Now, let me stop there. Now, they talked about this shit about rebranding and, you know, doing something different. Man,
like what?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because that's my whole part of doing this stream, because these niggas up here now, after the Just Pearly bullshit and everything else that happened, the SBE stuff, like, what is rebranding going to do? It's the same people doing the same fuck shit, no matter what name you.
It's the same content.
Yeah.
Right.
But listen, I said this earlier. There's no direction. I said this with the lady Miss Ice earlier in her stream when they asked this question. I told one of good friends that deal with space, I don't see it, you know, I look at it as another dead entity because there's no sense of direction.
Right. And
let's be honest, whether women believe what black men do or not, I tell you, don't believe that's going to happen on the internet. Like everybody here to get a quick bag, make something and keep pushing. There's anything of any tangibles or anything revolutionary going to come out of this. There's not going to be no legislation or laws passed to better men, especially black men. All it does is just to, keep the same narrative, the same talking points, and even go as far as keep the same playbook going. Because it's not broken yet, so you don't need to fix it. So how are you going to keep rebranding when something's not really broken to the eyes?
Well, Is it broke? I don't know whether it's broke or not, but it's this shit
But
has
the
been.
point is let's be honest. It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing from last year. It's gonna be the same from this year.
My position is this, and see, this is the problem. I'm gonna tell you know what the real problem is. What nobody want to talk about is that when they let the women come, the value of the space went up. More money was made.
Right.
And see, nobody don't want to admit that shit. And see, everybody trying to see. It's a reason why they keeping it is because they let those women in because they saw the profitability of women giving their money to certain people that they like. And you end up having a few that's gonna regurgitate your talking points. So if you what we don't understand is that, or they don't understand, is that even though they got male-orientated channels, you still got 30-40% women watching your shit. So you gonna basically let go that kind of money and that type of viewership just to keep it real with the space and on the top. No, man. See, if you're gonna rebrand it in a way that it's co-ed. You should not rebrand it to be men's only because in reality, financially is not.
But let's be honest, let's be fair, Deidre. If they're making money because women are involved and then putting themselves in the space and even go as far as making more money than them, then I can see why they're not really at this point involving the women. But let's be fair, honest.
But the women watching them though.
But listen, these men are not paying anyway. That's the problem. So you can't rebrand something that no one is interested in paying you.
No.
If a woman could come in here and get not only your viewers, but get these men to throw money at them, what I tell you where the men at? And don't be fooled if the woman looks good or not. That tells me there's no rebranding or any direction you're gonna get to get these dudes to support you. They've been arguing about support for years. Hell,
And that's why they need the women.
They tap down and say they're not gonna focus on it now. And some said, I'm gonna find another store to get somebody to support me.
Man, let me tell you something. If you let these women go, these niggas ain't gonna be able to pay their rent. I'm telling you.
Some of them not even paying rent now. Let's be honest.
I know, but if you let these women go and you excommunicate them or expel them from the space, their money is going to dry up. And what's going to happen is those women are going to go to other spaces. They're going to go to Pink Pill. Whatever's left of Pink Pill, they don't go to divest. Even though they may not even believe all of divest. They're going to listen to that. They're going to listen to Cynthia G. They're going to find other female content creators to support.
Right.
So if since they want to look at this as a business, well, then you're going to have to approach this the fact that you can't afford to lose 30-40% of your consumers. So
it goes back to the subject again. These dudes don't know business, matter. And they can't build. If you don't know business, how you gonna build something you don't understand business principles?
No, they don't.
Well, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I noticed is that the men started making money by being able to embarrass and bash women on their panels.
Yes.
Yeah, that did happen. That did happen.
The Lepeat Network.
Mm-hmm. And the men were donating because they wanted to see more and more of it.
Right.
And then you had women that would come in and they would back up their talking points and become attack dogs for them and go against certain women, like you said, Jessica X went over to B1 Network, and I was there when that happened. She went in on Cynthia G. Her hair she snatched those edges.
Right.
Basically. And Black men began to get behind Jessica X. So now everywhere Jessica X was, she had a following to the point where somebody said, okay, now you need your own channel. Now that is what opened the
what she was going to do anyway.
Right, but that's what opened the floodgate to black women wanting to come into the space, because when they saw how Jessica X was running those men's pockets on her own channel,
Yeah,
then
she
every
did.
woman wanted to get a channel. Then there came Sister George and Concrete Rose, and
And
they
you like to
ended
break
up with
down
their
that
own
same
channel.
year?
Yeah,
That
that
same
same
year.
year.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we start seeing many, many more women content creators. Crimson Cure had been doing her thing, but Jessica X came and out earned her that particular year.
Quickly
And
too.
they elevated Jessica over Crimson Cure too. They did Kendra D bad. They did her bad.
Well,
They
even
still
before that, they
still
had
doing her bad. They
Killer.
doing her bad now with the Just Pearly shit.
Yeah,
No,
but
they-
you see the problem with Crimson, I'm going to vouch for her because I did watch her content. That regardless how she playing last, she's actually winning at the end. 'Cause right now, she about to hit 1K subscribers, and it's doing pretty well with the rebranding that she actually brand properly.
Yeah, she's doing well. She's
what
doing
people
well
not talking about.
financially.
That's what people didn't talk about. One thing she said,
she built her
channel.
core audience. I'm sorry to cut you off, but let me tell you about Crimson. She built her core audience, but she's a pander bear.
She sure is.
I
Big
just
time.
learned a new term.
She been pandering.
The only reason why she's going to continue to do well, you're right, Chaos. You're right. But it's only because she is she's cool with being last. So if a Jessica X rises above her and they elevate her and promote her, Kendra is never going to go against a man. She's not going to bat an eye. She's not going to pout. She's not going to whine. She's not going to stump her feet like Concrete Rose and Sister George did. You see what I'm saying? Or like Danica Marie and Six did.
And Chaz.
Oh, it's some more. It's a list of some other ones. They about to.
Well,
I'm gonna say this, Faith. What do you think about Danica saying she been recruited by Cynthia G and they making a case?
What?
Yeah.
Who said?
You didn't know
When she said that? When she said that?
About 3 days ago.
Yep.
Wow.
She's not rocking with them.
So she would have to change every talking point she ever had.
She listen. O'Shea, look, it got so much. O'Shea did a review on this. She flat out said she has been propositioned by the other side. Everybody knew who she was talking about, but she basically said in the way that everybody know that said she been propositioned, and they making a case for her right now. And she said they making a strong case. She said based on how I'm being treated, I don't see a problem transitioning if I have to.
You know what? But see, that proves the point that I was making earlier on my stream.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying that these people are panderers, they're grifters. So the mere fact that she could flip like that means that she did not mean any of that stuff that she was telling these guys.
Bingo.
But I'm gonna give her a little bit more because she did kind of the way she now, and I agree with that to a certain extent. She still was like, I can't say. She was kind of saying like, I can't say some of. She said something to the effect of, I don't know if I'm willing to like, you know how that side, when you go over there, you're gonna have to be, check all about. She's not sure she can literally say all the stuff that they want her. They're gonna want her to say.
Because she would have to go full black male hater mode over
and she
there.
can't do that. She felt like she can't. She don't think she can do it.
I would say this.
I can't defend nobody, but she's gonna end up like Manosphere.
No. I'm gonna say this
like that.
personally. If that's the direction she want to take it, because she is married with a black man, that is something she has to sit there, consult, and think long and hard if that's really the right move. And like I said, everybody changed for a reason, and there are reason and excuse why they do what they do. But like Faye said, if you decide to go that direction, that will really tell your actual character that you grift when it needs to, and you're not really real from the start. So wherever got to where you are, and it's doing very well to the point when you pass a certain mark, especially once you pass 100K, is the sky's limit. There's no slowing and no sluggish.
Cynthia
Now,
G.
now, in regards to going to the other
Cynthia
side,
G
and let's say
recruiting
she goes
hard
that
right
direction.
now.
Hello?
She
But she ain't
recruiting
got a
hard.
choice. Cynthia
She
G
what?
need people. Let's face
Well,
it.
see, the only way I see that may work is if her husband is
That's
fully
right.
on board.
On
He
board.
not gonna agree to
And,
that
and,
shit.
and let's be honest, I'm also subscribed to Eric Bell as well, and his husband is fully pro-black and want black people to do better and in all areas.
Her husband would have to be like Nyla and Taz.
Nah,
And
that
that's
ain't
not gonna
happening.
happen.
That ain't happening.
And that's happening.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think.
And he ain't gonna afford to do that. Because let's be honest, it's easy to rebrand yourself and change what you are as a content creator on the internet. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because most of your consumers that come in and come out, you're always getting an extra 30% new people that will see your content and possibly subscribe to your channel. So when people don't understand the history of the content creators they subscribe, case point, Miss Cynthia G, they think that, oh, this person was always about that. They won't know about anything they did 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because no person invests time to look at all their videos or go scroll from the beginning if they still exist. They just want to say, this is the person now, this is what I like, what they're doing, I'm rock with it. Until otherwise. And that's the beautiful thing about the internet. You can always rebrand yourself and no one will know.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Because
no.
look at Cynthia. Cynthia rebranded herself so many times. And see, and Womansphere and I, we always have the same argument when I say that Cynthia was pro-black at first. We always had this argument. But Cynthia G was pro-black when she first came to YouTube.
She was.
Mm-hmm.
She was. Matter of fact, Cynthia G to me was hated the most. That's who got her channel shut down. The white supremacists.
Yeah,
yeah.
But
They
she
hate.
don't
They
want to
couldn't
admit
stand
that.
her.
And she don't want to admit that. She feels say, oh, it's black men do it. No, tell true, bitch. It's these white people that got in your ass, suspended you.
It was white people that got her.
Yeah, got in your
channel.
ass. And trust me, one of the few things that Mary said best, that the problem with her, she has no filter with her mouth, with her voice. You get me? She'll go on the far end, like 0 to 100 in a second, bro.
I don't know.
And then want people to back her up. Can't do it. If you don't know how to filter yourself, nobody can help you. That's what bothered me about this. A lot of these spaces. These people want to go so far to the left, but they want you to back them up. They want you to protect. I can't protect you. You going too far to the left on stuff, and then you want me to protect you. No, I'm not doing that.
Right.
And then you don't want no pushback. That's not going to happen. I don't care who you are.
So I don't know. What you think, Fake? You think they're gonna be it's gonna be a sisterhood resurgence?
You know what? Anything is possible. I would say that, but I think it's highly improbable that Danica Marie is going to be able to do that turnabout, because it's going to be so much backlash from that. And once again, she's got to get her husband on board, because he's going to be there while she's doing the black male bashing.
Yeah, and then it's not gonna fly.
You know. I think it's gonna be a surprise. Somebody gonna turn. My money right now, because Femininity Breakdown, they ain't too happy right now. It ain't, I know they said stuff about shit, but they look like they gonna go rogue, man. They already talked about.
Oh, you mean the breakdown?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Hold on, brother. I'm gonna say this. Since they're not really growing like they have been for the last year since the subscriber count was shown to all channels, I would say this will probably be the right time now to go full onslaught on these niggas. And trust me, Sister George and Oscar Congress have the capability to do so. And once
she definitely does.
Once they do, they're gonna really start growing. So if they're smart, I wouldn't say anything negative. I would understand at this point, because what they're doing, personally, does not work.
No,
and to really flip it on it no one's gonna really say anything bad about it because they did gave a somewhat balanced perspective for a good while for the fellas. But now at this point, if they flip, this will better them moving forward, especially on YouTube in regards to actual growth. You get me? And trust me, they when people look back in history, they will say, well, you know, they were vouch for y'all guys. I mean, but y'all just were assholes.
Well,
So.
I'm just gonna say, wouldn't nobody blame Sister George and Concrete Road?
Yeah, they would not blame.
They
If they
really wouldn't.
if they just said F all y'all, you know, I sat up here and I helped you Obsidian, you know, when you had your radio or your little broadcast and we came up on the show, we graced your panel, we were the female voices and we got, you know, bullied, slandered, laughed at, you know, jokes made at our expense and we still came back, you know. Wouldn't nobody blame them? I wouldn't.
No. Like I said, I would think they when y'all explain like that, I can see them flipping. I don't see D'Amica going that route.
No, I don't see her doing that,
She would,
Ryan.
Yeah, I don't see that
would,
either. That's
she would
something
be
new. I
more
don't
like
see that. That would
I
not make
think she
sense
would be
for her.
more woman spirit, how woman spirit kind of is now, than going Cynthia G route. In my opinion.
Yeah, man, because Womansphere made a flip that actually, you know, she felt like that was just, you know, hey, I'm just gonna do forget the numbers, and because she had big numbers before she flipped. She gonna be back, but she, you know, she just went through. She felt like that was the thing she needed to do.
Yeah, I mean it made sense because look at the bullshit they got over there.
Right.
There's no way you can, if you are someone, if you really believe in women empowerment, there is no way you can be following Cynthia G and Nyla and that group over there. There's no way.
And you got Taz lurking around, who
I mean, you
actually
got
the
Taz
antithesis, the
right.
antithesis of what of what a good black man is.
Right. There's no way you can't stomach that stuff.
No.
And that's even with, over here in the Manosphere. There's stuff, that whole Pearly thing. There is no way, if you a black woman supporting this group, there's no way you can stomach that stuff. Even that whole when they was going with the passport bro thing, there's no way you as a black woman can be stomaching that stuff and just be sitting there and be like cheering that on. There's no way.
Right.
And if you are doing that, you look, they were kind of doing it. They look like fools doing it.
But I will say, as far as the Womansphere thing, when she was in that environment, it was very toxic for her. And I used to watch.
Yeah,
I used to watch Cynthia, Nyla, Irene. They would be so wishy-washy with Womansphere.
Very wishy-washy with her. They was also sarcastic with her and shit. You know, like they tried, to me, they treated her like she was the odd person out. You know,
Yeah, it seemed like she was the odd person out because I've listened to some of her live streams even before she turned, and every time it's like she's cussing up a storm. I'm like, what is wrong with you today? And it's like,
but it's because like if you are put in an environment where people are gaslighting you and they're saying like little snarky remarks and you know that what do they call that when they're doing that
fake nice stuff.
Yeah, that nice nasty.
Right.
That's how they were with her.
Yeah,
and if you in that environment for too long, you will go crazy. You will start cussing motherfuckers out. And I used to say all the time, I would be so glad when Womansphere opened her eyes and see that she's surrounded by snakes.
Fake ass man, and I know, and Irene, oh my god, Irene was so fake. Irene and Cynthia G was so fake. You know, very fucking fake. Like, I mean, to me, I didn't even see how that even worked as long as it worked. I didn't even. To me, I was surprised it lasted as long as it lasted. You know.
Yeah, and this is not to say that none of those women were not talented, because I was subscribed to Irene, and I say was until I found out she was a mean girl. But
Oh
Irene's a
hell
mean
yeah.
girl. Yeah,
Hell
and
yeah.
I didn't even know it, but she's so intelligent, and she used
She
to.
what? She's what?
Yeah, I think Irene is intelligent. Now, come on, you can't take away
No, no,
from
you
this
said you
woman's.
subscribed until you found out she was what? You found out
A
she was
mean
what?
girl.
Yeah, until I found out she was a mean girl. But Irene's very intelligent, and that's what drew me to her channel. She's smart. And so I learned a lot of things about history listening to her, but her actual personality. I was up on a panel with her with Womansphere, and she was nasty to me
Oh
for
yeah,
no
she was.
reason.
Yeah, she got her little condescending ass ways, man. Man, see, I knew this. Like to me, when I look at this, I look at it. These people, where they were when I first came into this space back in 2016. I would see. I remember when Irene used to be over there with BMT. She's a what they call Gula Geechee and all that stuff she was talking about. I used to see when she would go and do different things. I remember when Nala came and where she would be at.
Yeah, Nyla's another nice, nasty motherfucker.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I used to see how Cynthia G used to make her little rounds on O'Shea channel and other shit. Like I'm like these people, man.
Yeah, she petty. She petty.
They
I
will
remember I was
go.
on a live
They
stream with her. I
yeah.
mean, we was on a we was on. I forgot that lady name. Taz's sister, or cousin, whatever her
Oh,
name.
Ren.
Ren. And it was me, Ty City. She was on there. I think Taz was there somewhere. And Ren left and left her in charge. And we were talking about white people, like white men, and how they get with black women and stuff like that. And she's like, yeah, they get a kick out of that. I said, well, ma'am, yeah, they don't mind having sex with you until you talk about marriage. That's when the problem come in. Because yeah, unless that man is independent, if he's connected to family, they ain't gonna want you there. And he's in a high society, and they don't want you with that black girl. Yeah, if he ain't independent, he gonna dump you. And I was trying to tell her that. We're trying to tell her that. She kicked us off.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but all of those women, like, they are very smart and very articulate women, but personally, getting to know them, talking to them, their personality,
nasty.
They're nasty. Very nasty.
Very a level of elitism, like they got it like that. And I'm just gonna be honest, man. How you treat people, people are gonna give that same energy back to you. And they feel like they entitled and stuff, like they just feel like, only their opinion matters type of situation.
And see, that's the reason why I rock with Womansphere. Now, Womansphere and I don't have to agree with each other all the time, but we respect each other when we don't disagree. And I never got that nastiness from her. And that's how I know she's generally a good person. But I went over to Taz and Nyla's channel, and this was maybe about, I want to say, a good 4-5 months ago, because Womansphere was going on and on about Taz in those arrest papers.
Right.
But Taz bought the baby mama on his channel, and I listened to it. Right. And the baby mama said, hey, this is what actually happened. We got into it. Some of the stuff I fabricated, I lied on a lot of things, in that report because I was in my feelings, and I wanted him to go to jail. And the case got thrown out because they found out that, a lot of the stuff was lies.
Right.
She said that. Taz bought on there. So I went over there and I said, and I wrote in the chat room, I said, hey, Taz, I said, as far as I'm concerned, you pretty much cleared your name, And the reason I said that because I was over at Womansphere channel before all of that came out, and I was agreeing with Womansphere. But when I saw that he cleared his name, I went over there and told him, okay, you cleared your name. And Nyla, I don't know, I wasn't even talking to her. She comes out, fuck this ugly bitch, and you be coming around here, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Out of
I'm
nowhere, saying dumb shit.
out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck is this about?
Wow. Just starting to start some shit for no reason. That's what I'm saying. Immaturity, man. That was very immature. Grown ass 40-year-old woman acting like that.
And I'm over there actually, giving her guy, hey, I saw what you did, I respect it. You cleared your name. That's all I said. And see, Nyla, once again, she has great content. Like she had a really good thing on her channel the other day where she had this LGBTQ guy on there, and he was talking about his perspective about his life. It was a dope discussion. So I'm not, tearing down her content. I want to separate what I'm saying about these ladies and their content, because they're very talented women. But the people, the person, there's something wrong with each and every one of them. Cynthia, Nyla, Irene. And that's the reason why Womansphere could not thrive in that environment. They are toxic.
They are toxic. And I'm like, man, when I first saw that lineup, I'm like, shit, ain't no way that shit gonna last. But the shit it evolved in the way it evolved, and it imploded, and they all parted ways. And these niggas scrambling to make money right now. Taz doing his thing. This nigga doxed my wife and shit. Motherfucker did out, man. I'm like,
wait. What?
Yeah, he doxed my wife.
Who did?
Taz.
Why?
A few days ago.
What the?
Yeah, he took the video. He took the video down. Yeah. Had it all on the thumbnail.
My thing is this, D-Direct. How he able to find actual what your wife look like? That I'm finding weird.
I don't know how to find. They found shit talking about she had a criminal record and all this other shit. They did all kind of stuff. He took the video down. I flagged it too, but it ended up the video got taken down.
That's
pitiful. Yeah, that was sad. But see, I know where you got the information from. And it's from that other sector I was involved in, because he got it because she did some shit, and then she said Taz gonna go live, and everybody was telling me, and I paid no mind. Then sure enough, the next day, I think that was Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday he did it. Yeah. No, what's it? No, was it Wednesday or Tuesday? It was Tuesday or Wednesday he did this shit.
Wow, I'm still blown away by the fact that somebody would dox somebody that's not a content creator. Your wife is never on here.
Yeah, some Sector J said he said that the video back up. They got taken down. I'm gonna have to flag it again. If that's the case.
And this is supposed to be the guy supposed to be protector of black women. Okay. And some places that I roll with, that's their homeboy. That's their homeboy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and that's when I gotta look at them at the side. I was like, wait a minute, this is your homeboy? And they like, we love Cynthia G. I said, you love Cynthia G? I'm like, this one I gotta look at you with the side eye. I'm like, what? And this is a man. I'm like, wait a minute, you're a man? And you love her? Okay. Well,
Yeah, somebody from the sector, they saying that that gay reverend, he put it up or something, because that's who paid him because they paid him a couple times to say stuff about me, to do videos about me. That's why
crazy.
I stopped dealing with that sector. I actually left that sector a month ago. They trying to get me to go back, but I'm like, man, I ain't got time to be because all they do is beef. They don't do real content. They don't really.
It lets
And
you
they
know.
got to at that.
You got to understand, Darrell. The last sector is beef sector, and also I look at it and say these are not content creators. As much times, most of us we have our struggles on channels that we put out content. You see, I tell people many times if they're going to do YouTube, do it effectively and do it right. Do not involve and do things just to get likes and views. That's not sustainable. It's good for the short moment, but it's not good for the long term. Personally,
right?
And when I look at their channels and say, has beefing got you to 50 to 100K subscribers with people that are watching in the roughly close to the thousands when you go live mostly? Because most people go live. They don't do uploads, they do lives. Are you getting 50,000 views? Putting people's names and stuff as beef? If not, you need to go rebrand yourself. Because that's not sustainable. But someone's on the panel. What's my son?
Right. It's crazy, man. What's up, Peso Man? Peso Man, are you there?
He's trying to get his audio right.
All right. Because I'm about to wrap it up. Because this is after 12. I gotta get up in the morning. I ain't gonna be up too late.
Man,
What's
this
up,
stream,
man?
I like the conversation. This stream was really good to derail. I really
Yeah,
enjoyed
man.
myself.
I'm happy to do, man. I've concentrated on that, and then my dating coaching channel been picking up. It's been picking up. I got some interviews that I'm waiting to do. I'm really excited about interviewing some new people. Man, I get people from all over the place. I got a lot of people I'm interviewing from New York.
You got YouTube playing. We can hear reverb.
Yeah, that's Peso.
Yeah, reverb. Okay, you got YouTube on. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, he on there. Yeah, so I've been focusing on this channel and focusing on my dating coach channel. That's mainly what I've been doing, Faith.
Yeah, I've been seeing it. The content's been real good, real clean. You know, I really like how you changed. You kind of did it. I don't know where you're getting all this stuff. You got somebody doing your editing?
Nah, I do my own editing.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do
it
my
looks
own.
good.
Yeah, I do my own editing. I can edit okay. To me, the thing about it, I don't like editing because it's so time consuming. But I can edit if I wanted to, like, take the time out to do it the way I'm a decent editor, but I just don't like sitting for an hour to do a 5-minute video. I don't like doing it,
Yeah.
But I got my intro and all that stuff, but
Are you going to do something about the whole pink pill thing with David Carroll?
Yeah, I already did one.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, I did a video
yesterday.
yesterday.
I was there helping them playing the video.
Yeah, that video was that was 2 days ago, huh? Chaos Rain, I think.
I think it's like 3 days, maybe?
Yeah, 2 or 3 days. Yeah, Faith.
Okay, I gotta go back and check that out.
Oh, Faith, that shit was so crazy because because what happened was Chrislyn Carolson, the way she did it, she just went live without letting nobody know, and she just told the whole story. Mm-hmm. And she dropped the receipts. Mm-hmm. And these niggas, like this, like village arsonists, man, they lost their mind. These niggas act like Jesus Christ betrayed everybody. That's how they act. These Negroes was heartbroken behind. Matter of fact, Obsidian going at David Carroll did a video against David. Man, they had one guy came on my panel, and Faith, you got to watch this. I'm gonna tell you, I think the video was about 2 hours.
Yeah, I was at Obsidian's channel. I was trolling.
Yeah,
I was laughing at him. I was like, "Oh, boo-hoo."
He was listen. That was a guy came on about the 1 minute, about the 1 hour mark or the 45-minute mark. This nigga was like, "Man, I've been watching David Carroll for 8 years, and man, no." I said, "Brother," and BMT was saying, "Listen, the receipts are real." No, but what if I need to see an email? I need to see. He was like, "Listen, you can see the number. That was David Carroll number. Multiple people verified. Minister Jap They got mad at Minister Jap for co-signing what Kristen Carrison said.
Yeah.
Probably because Minister Jett was the one that gave it to her.
Well, from what they saying, David Carroll was the one ratting on everybody.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, he was just
David Carroll was ratted. Remember when they had the gender war thing in 16, Faith? David Carroll was the person that gave them the intel to get people channel strike.
Hey, can I say?
Wow.
Yes. Peso Man, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
What's up, brother? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's up? How you doing? Hey,
I'm good.
Let me just real quick. I'm gonna be real quick. And I'm gonna get off. Carrison. That should prove to everybody in this black nigga YouTube space that the majority of these countries ain't shit. Never be shit. They never was shit. And that's just keeping it real. That's keeping it 100. These guys are pandering. They're panderers. They will see anything to make money. YouTube is the new hustle. I mean, it's the old hustle now, but that's what they do. Get on to these channels because they know that there are a lot of gullible people out here, and unfortunately, our people are very gullible and stupid, and all we care about is entertainment. We don't care about substance. We don't care about edifying ourselves to be better people. What I do, laugh and giggle and he and keep up mess. You try to do something. You try to create a channel that edifies these people and try to make these people do better, you get reviews. But if you're out here talking about gossip and mess and chaos, the numbers they gonna run the numbers up. Because that's what we just gotta face it. I mean, that's what we are. We fucked up.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Well, guys, I'm about to go ahead and wrap it up. Any last words from? I'm gonna start with brother Speaks. Any last words?
Yeah, I mean, Superman said it best. These people are not. They were never about building up black men. They about spreading their hatred and making a check. That's all they were. They weren't trying to build nothing. They saw that disrespecting the women would get them views. Bringing in certain women will get them views until they see their bullshit and then try to run the bag on them. Then they'll turn against them. Or if the women say something they don't like, they'll turn against them. And that's what it is. And like I said, the people that truly want to improve black men, like I say, like LAR, I feel sorry for because they deserve a better man instead of what they got. But it's what they got. Anyway, thank you for having me on the panel.
Right. All right, man. Appreciate you for being here. All right, my queen Faith, what's going on? Good to see you back. Went live and doing your thing. Any last words?
Absolutely. Thank you so much again, Dee Rail, for having me on the panel. And I just wanted to say that I really hope that Black women open their eyes, the Black women who have been in the manosphere. Because if a white woman can come into the space and all of a sudden she can get bumped up to number one, just like that, and you had to run. They put these women through the test. I remember Concrete Rose and Sister George used to go on Manosphere panels. They got called fat. They got asked what their dress size was. Those women went through a thing. They put them through the gamut. And Pearlie can come in and she don't have to go through none of that. And she can get the number one spot. It's unbelievable. So I really hope that they open their eyes and that they realize that that's probably not somewhere that they want to be. Probably not something that you want to be repping. These are men that you probably don't want to be regurgitating any of their talking points, and you do a disservice to women when you do so. Because these men are always talking about women who are wife material, but they're never telling each other how to be better husbands, how to be a husband, and they're not promoting marriage. I never heard that being done in the space, period.
Right. They
So
don't.
with
Matter of fact, Mr. Fantastic went out on a limb talking about he telling people not to get married because of his bad his bad outcome.
yeah, and you see how disingenuous that is, because if you're telling people not to get married, but you're sitting up here saying that you need these women in the space to tell these women how they are and to get them in line and tell them how to be better women and better wives. Better wives for what? You that don't want to get married?
Thanks.
So I just hope the women open their eyes. And again, thank you, D. Darrell, for having me up here. And peace to everybody else on the panel. And I'm out.
All righty. Peace. All right. Peso Man, any last words, brother? Anything else you had to say, brother?
Yeah. Let me just say this, man. All these women that are getting turned on now, this is all a bunch of WWE World Wrestling Federation nigga shit. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is. And none of these people care about anybody but their AdSense, their super chats, and their sponsorships. This is about money. This is not about edifying. This is not about helping people. This is about black people once again taking advantage of other black people. That's what we do. You know, that's in our DNA. You know, most of us, unfortunately, we're not empathetic, sympathetic, or care about anybody but ourselves. That's all we care about. That's all we care about. We care about ourselves. And these guys will get on here and mentally and emotionally damage these people, lead these people, just lead them astray. All for likes, views, and entertainment, because they don't mean any of that shit. None of it. And I'm out.
All right, brother. All right, Chaos. Any last words, man?
The only thing I want to say in conclusion that this is going to be very interesting now in this remainder of this year. See where the women are going to stand. Are they going to really flip on these dudes? And one thing is evident, D. Darrell, as people like us, we do content. We just cover these things, and this is our perspective at the end of the day. Nothing too serious. But if people have not learned from all this, and I said this before, that don't take a lot of your content creators that you love and view as a cult seriously, because their lives are really fucked up. We're not perfect. And if you seek for perfection, because we like to tell you what you want to hear, you have lost as a person, young man and young woman, in general. And I told the lady this: should young people really consume this type of content? And I answered her, tell her this: unless they have strong parents that's really guiding their youth, that will be the men and women tomorrow. The only thing they have to fall on is what they get off their phones, their tablets, their laptops, of what is and how to move like men and women. And that becomes very dangerous because everybody's saying anything just to make a buck. And like I said, I might do some content over the weekend. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the follow-up with the pink lady, or I might do something different. I'm still thinking on that. But overall, this was a pretty decent stream. And like I said, bro, you do the best you can. I'm D. Darrell. But like I said, don't fall victim to a lot of these other sectors, bro. Because if they're trying to pull you back into these other sectors, that tells you you're doing a pretty good job avoiding them.
Yeah, I'm not going back, man. I'm done, man. Matter of fact, I'm that other channel that I got. I'm actually thinking about shutting it down. That I had that was at the D-Darrell Sectors TV that was in the sector. I'm probably gonna
Yeah,
let
yeah,
that
yeah,
channel.
yeah. Rebrand that. Yeah, rebrand that. And any video that you're dealing with these low level niggas, get rid of that.
Yeah, man. I should have been left, but I'm not responding on that shit. I'm done. So with
Yeah,
that being
yeah,
said,
yeah.
guys, I do appreciate you all for being here. This is Coach D. Darrell Spears. Have a good night. Peace.